Welcome to the Zaxby's pregame show.
Welcome to the NFHS Game of the Week. I'm Chris Delambert here with me, Coach Jerry Chalmers doing the color tonight. We're in Lee County, North Carolina, Sanford at Paul B. Gay Stadium. Jerry, coming off of Lee County coming off of a rare non-conference loss. A wild game at Southeast Guilford County last weekend. We were on the road with them, and they'll be looking to bounce back. What do you see from their opponent tonight, Panther Creek, as the Catamounts come into town?
Well, Catamounts coming in 0-2 off 2 losses to Hillside and Leesville Road. They should have something to prove tonight. In those 2 losses, a point I have to point out, negative 24 yards rushing.
I think it's
negative 16. I mean,
one way or the other, though.
One way or the other.
They definitely will be looking to get the run game on track.
Yes, definitely so, man. So we'll see how Lee defense stands up. Does Hillside Leesville Road, is their defense that good? I mean,
we're about to find out.
Yeah.
Lee County last week, no failure to move the ball on the offensive side. They moved up and down the field. There were a couple plays went way. It's a wonky game. The Southeast, we won't reset that too much.
Yeah.
But Lee County averaged 6.5 yards per play. Didn't turn the ball over, and ended up losing the ball game. It was the defense, and more specifically, the late down defense. They gave up 6 fourth-down conversions, one of which was a 9-yard touchdown pass where, it really swung momentum.
Great.
But, Lee County has some work to do on defense. They'll welcome back Ronnie Hooker tonight.
Their disruptor.
On the end of that line. Yeah. Who really probably is the most disruptive player in that defensive front this year. They missed him last week. Jaden Hill comes back on offense. No shortage of weapons over there.
Agreed.
Lee County, it'll be business as usual on offense. They're going to run B.J. Brown a lot. They're going to try to throw the ball all over. I had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Bordeaux, who runs that offense. We haven't seen that many shots down the field from that offense, but that's not by design. It's based on pre-snap looks. Generally, if they're going to call a play down the field, it's called with that as the number one option, but they make the adjustment pre-snap.
Yes.
So, I'd be interested to sit in the film room and know what was called and what's been done. But Jack Martin, junior quarterback for Lee County, really, really accurate.
Yeah, man.
On the season coming in at 68% completion percentage, I think. But that's not really the whole story, because in the first game of the year, he started out with 3 incompletions and then hit everything else after that. Last week, only 1 incompletion. When he gets on a roll, the short and intermediate passing game is dangerous.
It is.
And in the running game, B.J. Brown is just going to do what he does. He's over 4,000 yards now for his career here at Lee County, in pursuit of that all-time rushing record.
Yes, sir.
We'll talk a lot about that throughout the game. But on the other side of the field, the Panther Creek Catamounts, and Panther Creek is like the coolest name of a place I can think of. The Catamounts come in, you're looking to get off to Schneid. This is a pretty good ball club from last year. 6-1 in conference last year.
Yeah.
Went to the playoffs. You said they're off to a slow start, 0-2. Last year they started 0-2, and then they went 1-2 in the next 2 ball games. Started 1-3, and then ran off 6 straight wins
in the conference
going into the postseason. And that's a stout conference.
It is.
Southeast Wake, man. Holly Springs is up there. Middle Creek's in that conference. Kind of a loaded conference, and they did a heck of a job. Went undefeated in conference play, or 1 loss in conference play.
Right.
But this is a good ball club. I would expect that has not performed up to its potential, and Lee County hoping that Panther Creek doesn't get well tonight.
I think Lee County they were really missing, as we talked earlier, they were really missing Ronnie Hooker last night, who's leading the conference right now with 6 sacks in 2 games. I mean, they're missing him. Isaiah McKendall will be key tonight. He didn't have a great game. I mean, it wasn't bad, but he didn't have a great game last week. So this game he'll be looking to step back in. Now, on the offensive side, they will be missing Raymond Knotts, one of the starting receivers at Lee County. Had a little surgery on his mouth. He said he'll be back next Friday, so we'll be sure for that. But Jaden Hill has returned, who's also the second leading receiver that they have. Didn't have a lot last week from Kamari Butler, who is the leading receiver at Lee County right now.
He's the leading receiver in the conference.
Yes, in the conference, off 1 big game.
Yeah.
So I hope to see a lot of difference from Lee County's defense as well as their offense as well. So we're going to see, man. Gonna see. We're gonna see.
Who's our pregame sponsor this week?
You got me. It's your fault, Chris. I'm blaming you, man.
One
Let's
way or
bring
the other.
Tim. Let's bring
One
Tim.
way or the other.
Let's
Thanks for
bring
joining us for a pregame show. We will be back after the national anthem with high school football from the county seat of Lee County, Sanford. We're here at Paul B. Gay Stadium. The sun's already down. The weather has cooled off. It's going to be a great night for football. It's been youth night out here, and all these kids in football jerseys are amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I do think it's funny, man, when we played, as kids, it was the Tigers and the Lions and these teams down here, Showtime and the real
What
ones.
about the netted jerseys with just the number? Look at their jerseys now.
I know.
Green and yellow.
I know. And they don't even have their names on them. They have their nickname. I saw one of these kids about 7 years old with a jersey that said Big Steak.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that's like a chicken nugget, dude. But anyway, it's awesome, man. All these football players out here. Football at the youth level in Lee County has been thriving for years, and that just continues. So we will be back after these messages with some football. It is week 4 here at Lee County, and we're fired up. We'll see you on the other side.
Funnel cakes at Zaxby's? Sweet! Fried to perfection and dusted with powdered sugar? Sweet! Paired with a caramel sauce that's great for dipping, dunking, or drizzling? Sweet! Woo, saucy! Zaxby's. Funnel cakes at Zaxby's? Sweet! Fried to perfection and dusted with powdered sugar? Sweet! Paired with a caramel sauce that's great for dipping, dunking, or drizzling? Sweet! Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. Check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
Wilkinson Chevy Cadillac Buick GMC welcomes you to the NFHS Network Game of the Week. Brought to you by New Image Media.
Welcome back to Paul B. Gay Stadium. Chris Delambert, Jerry Chalmers on the call as the Panther Creek Catamounts travel in to face the host, Lee County Yellow Jackets. Lee County, again, like we said in the pregame, coming off a non-conference loss, only the second one in the last 6 years during the Steve Bordeaux era here at Lee County. And I have a feeling, Jerry, that some of these Jackets are a little wound up about what happened last week.
I do, man. I mean, when was the last time the Yellow Jackets have lost this early in the season?
Well, it would have been, was it Charlotte Catholic? Who was it?
Yeah, it was that COVID year.
Yes, the COVID year.
Yeah.
But that game was booked like 15 minutes before it happened.
Yeah.
And before that, we talk about the Steve Bordeaux era, but, during the Burton Cates years, I bet you they didn't lose a preseason game for 4 or 5 years before he left out of here.
I guarantee.
So it's been a long time.
All defense. That was the defense. To me, that was the defense era of Lee County.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Southern Lee got a little taste of that defense last week as they went up to Eastern Randolph.
They did. I've got high hopes for Southern Lee, especially relative to where they've been the last couple of years. but they have got to diversify that offense a little bit. They are too run heavy at this point.
Extremely run heavy.
I think they're rolling about 22 yards a game passing, and as they meet these bigger teams where they can't just lean on them and run the ball, they're going to have to get that passing game on track, and the talent's there to do it. At the quarterback position,
Agreed.
Wide receiver position, they got two, all conference potential guys on that offensive line. They'll get it on track.
They will. They definitely will. I hope I'll be able to give some updates tonight on scores around the area in the conference. There's a couple big games. I'll tell you, Chris, man, this Panther Creek team, they're coming in here tonight with looking for their first win. So, hey, Lee County might have a handful. We're going to see.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. They feature a defensive line that is probably as good in the middle as anything Lee County is going to see this year, led by junior defensive tackle Trajan Odom, 6'4", 260 as a junior, already been offered by the UNC Tar Heels.
Yes, sir.
All right, Lee County's elected to defer. They're going to kick off Alonzo Hernandez. It's been a little bit more traditional than we're accustomed to here with him kicking the ball high and deep. We'll see if they deviate from that at all, especially given the role that onside kick at the end of the half played in their game last week, where Southeast stole a possession.
Definitely stole one.
All right, and here we go. Oh, and it's an onside attempt, and that's going to be picked up by the Jackets, and they steal a possession right out of the chute. But there is a flag.
Oh, killer. Offside.
That is killer. Wow. And that was perfectly executed. Panther Creek wasn't any part of ready for it. Wow, that's a killer. And penalties. Penalties are a big part of the story last week. That monster rears and bites you early in the game here.
Sir.
Hopefully that doesn't haunt the Jackets. Wasted opportunity. Hernandez is going to kick it deep this time. High spinner. Going to be fielded by number 8, Marion Turner. Nowhere to go. Now spins out of a tackle. He's still going. Man, tough to bring down. Picks up about 15 on the return.
And what's crazy about Panther Creek, they actually average more yards, return yards, than anything else.
Well, when you're in the negative rushing, it's not hard to outdo that in another component.
Oh, yeah.
They will throw the ball around. They're going to spread it out. Senior quarterback Will Clancy will start the game. They'll probably see at least one other player get reps at quarterback, but he'll start in the backfield with Kalen Luton lined up alongside him. They go 4 wide, and a formation looks an awful lot like what Lee County runs. They send a man in motion. There's pressure. They get it out quick, and a good individual effort, and they'll have 18 on the play. That's number 5. Nair means the leading receiver in terms of yardage for Panther Creek coming in.
Averaging 82 yards a game. 5'10", 155. Junior.
The other receiver to keep a close eye on is number 1, Sergio Castellon. 11 catches, a touchdown on the season.
Also, I'll give you Marion Turner. 5 receptions, 104, 52 yards a game, man. They're receiver heavy.
Yeah. All right,
nice play. Nice play.
Blown up in the backfield.
Isaiah McKendall on a great defensive play there.
That's Luton on the catch, and he'll lose. Now they're going to say no gain.
Boom brothers right there.
All right, 2nd and 10 coming up.
So it's good to see Ronnie Hooker back on the field for Lee County. They, like I said before, definitely missed him with disruption that he gave last week.
All right, Clancy's going to fakes and gets out there. That's the man you called his name. Turner with 9. That'll bring up 3rd and short. So Clancy spreading it around. 3 completed passes to 3 different receivers, and that'll bring up 3rd and 2 here. All right, Clancy takes a look, drops, gets it out to the back. He's got Luton. Luton turns around and steps out of a tackle, and he'll have 10 on the 3rd down reception, and that's a Shed Depot 1st down for the Catamounts.
Tell you what, Panther Creek hasn't shown anything in the run game this early, but as we see, they can spread the ball around in the air.
Yeah, Clancy getting it out on time, 4 for 4 to start the game for 35 yards. And Lee County now doing something they don't do often. They're getting up tight on those receivers. Luton with the carry, and that's going nowhere. He'll pick up 1.5 yards. I think they're going to run it just enough to keep that defensive front honest.
Yeah.
But you saw the corners on that play come up and get tight. Lee County, a team that for years has played soft in coverage, kept everything in front of them. Clancy looking under pressure. Now whistled out sidearm. Nice pass. There's going to be a hold, and that's coming back as Sergio Castellon took it down near the goal line. But mid-stroke in that play, the flag came out, and I'm pretty sure they've got a hold downfield. If I miss this, then it's going to be 1st and goal at the 1, but I don't think that I have. Nope, ineligible man downfield, that call that we see all too often.
Quite a bit.
I am certain that somebody at the North Carolina High School Athletic Association decided that the officials were going to make that a point of emphasis. We have seen that called more in the last 1.5 years than in all the time prior to that.
Definitely, we have seen it more this year than I know since I've been here.
Yeah. All right, so instead of 1st and goal with the 1, it's 2nd and 13. And coming off the edge, got a flyer there. I think they're going to get Hooker with the offsides. I think he got off a little bit too fast. Speaking of getting off too fast, did you watch the Chiefs and Lions game last night?
I'm not a Chiefs fan.
Okay. I mean, did you see the right tackle all night?
I did.
False starting consistently and getting away
all
with
night long.
It was crazy.
All night long. But this morning, somebody would have been looking for a job. One of the receivers for the Kansas City Chiefs would be looking for a job.
2nd and 8. Clancy drops, looking down the sidelines. Got a man and got him. Touchdown.
Little stop and go
touchdown from 23 out, and he just left his defender flat-footed. Castellon, with his first catch of the game, goes for 23 and the score.
It's Kaleon Brown over there on that corner. Have we seen the Jackets have really struggled against the pass this year, if you ask me personally?
Well, it's a team effort because the pressure is not consistent.
Agreed.
They have had a tendency to play soft and give up the stuff underneath. That time, like I said, they've walked those defensive backs up and got burnt. And Panther Creek is out to a great start as Macau McGee, we'll just call him McGee, number 87, is on to add the extra point. 7-0 Catamounts early. 8:34 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a quick break and be back with the kickoff.
Wilkinson Cars. WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. Check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
All right, welcome back to Lee County, who was looking out to get out to a fast start. That didn't happen. Catamounts walked down. Will Clancy, Catamount quarterback on that drive, 5 for 5 for 58 yards and a touchdown. Capped off by Sergio Castellan's 23-yard grab down the sideline, where he put a nice move on the defensive back and just kind of left him flat-footed. No safety help over the top.
See how Lee County offense starts tonight. Know what the run game is going to do. BJ is definitely, like you said earlier, BJ is going to definitely do his thing, and you don't see that much.
Well, and they've got a kickoff specialist, and it's funny. I saw during the warm-ups, number 82, Brendan Whitaker, the senior kicker. He was kicking field goals, and he was kicking them flat and long.
Yeah.
And he apparently will be the kickoff specialist, while McGee handles the field goal duties. So, that's, one of the benefits of being a 4A school is you got all kinds of folks to choose from. All right, Lee County come out in their familiar spread. Junior Jack Martin making his 4th start at quarterback. Number 7, the all-world tailback B.J. Brown in there with him. On defense for these Catamounts, all eyes will be on number 9, right in the middle of that defense, playing the left defensive tackle spot to start. Trajan Odom. And here we go. Martin hands to Brown. Brown cuts it back. He's to the second level and pushes the pile. He'll have 10 on first down, and that's a Shed Depot first down for the Jackets.
Going to call it a little short 9-yard gain there, Not bad to start off the game at all.
All right, Martin from the gun. Looking out wide, looking for Jaden Hill, and the junior puts a move on his man, now takes it upfield, and will be pushed out of bounds. He'll have 13 on the catch.
Jaden, one of the players who missed last week, took that loss pretty hard.
All right, there's the hand of Brown. Brown.
Come back with a
hold. A hold on the edge. Picked up 8 on the carry. Not sure who the flag was on. I didn't see the hold, just the result of it. The referees engaged in this game early. And that's back there, not downfield. They're going to mark that from the line of scrimmage. So 1st and 20 coming up in this. Early in the game last week,
killer.
On that second drive, Lee County no problems moving the football. But for those of you who didn't watch that game, Lee County only touched the ball. They only got 2 real possessions in the first half. The first one was on a short field after an interception where they punched it in for a touchdown. The second possession, they picked up the first down 3 or 4 times, but it was waved off for penalties. Now they got a false start, and they're going the wrong direction. Right guard there jumped. But in that second possession, they wound up with 3rd and 35, didn't convert, punted the ball away, and never got the ball back.
As we talk,
they gave up a very long touchdown drive.
Yes, they did.
And then Southeast, who was playing without a kicker, executed an onside kick, got the ball back with 5:42 left in the half, walked it down, went up 2 touchdowns on that drive, and gave the ball back to Lee County with 8 seconds left. Lee County came out and really physically dominated the second half, but they spotted a 2-touchdown lead and couldn't overcome it.
Some questionable calls in that game.
There were a lot of questionable calls, but, it is what it is. Martin looking deep. Now he's wrapped up, and he throws it out there. There we go. Late call, calling it incomplete. Martin with a good job of keeping his eyes downfield. Couldn't get it out of there, though. So after all that, it's incomplete.
Penalties have definitely been a part of Lee County's, been a thorn in their side since the start of the season.
Yeah.
I mean, 1st, 2nd, and now this game here.
I got to tell you, this is a big play right here. Definitely. This is a big. You've got to get enough positive yardage. You can open up the playbook. They're going to hand to Brown. Brown stopped, and he only picks up 4, and now that's what I was saying. You got to give yourself a chance to open up the playbook. But you've only got a couple of things here. 3rd and 19. going to see soft coverage here. You got a very fearsome defensive line that you're up against. Martin throws it out there. Jaden Hill trying to make a play, and there it comes. They get bailed out with the flag, and the ball was a little underthrown. It was high. Jaden Hill had a beat on it, and the defender just ran through him. And Lee County's going to get this first down by virtue of the penalty. Means was there to make a play, and Hill almost came up with that football. I was watching during warm-ups. I like watching the receivers, and I like to see the different quarterbacks. I've seen Jack Martin throw a million passes, but I like seeing the guys on the bench and on the other team, see what kind of that's not an automatic first down either. So that's going to be 3rd and 6, my fault. 3rd and 6 after the penalty. But it's you know, every once in a while you see a young man that does something particularly well that just stands out. Jaden Hill's ball skills are second to none.
Oh, yeah, man.
I mean, he goes up and high points the ball. He doesn't drop much. All right, Martin on 3rd and 6. Hands to Brown. Brown's got work to do. He's going to come up short. Only gets 2 on the carry. And do you make that call if it's not 4-down territory? The answer is no, because it is 4-down territory. They're not moving off that sideline. 4th and 4 coming up.
They'll get that first. They'll get it.
Well,
I tell you, Jaden Hill's an athlete, though, Chris. You got to see him on the basketball court. He can absolutely fly.
All right, Martin on 4th and 4. Fakes to Brown. Has a man. That's Jaden Hill. There he goes.
That's 6.
And Jaden Hill is not going to be caught. And that is 51 yards on the hookup.
Yes,
so
sir.
What looked like a dire circumstance just moments ago is flipped around, and Martin hits Hill 51 yards on the slant, and that was wide open the whole way. Panther Creek, I don't know what they were looking for out of the offense. I guess they collapsed down on Brown.
But that's what the passing
Hill, thank
game
you very much.
does. That's what the passing game does. Definitely opens up a few other things there, man.
All right, a look we haven't seen this year from Lee County. Now they're going to line it up and do this traditionally.
Lee County with the new jerseys tonight as well, man. Hadn't seen those before.
Hold is down, kick is up, kick is good, and it is a 7-7 ball game. So right out of the gate, both teams make it look relatively easy. 6:11 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break and be back with the kickoff. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
All right, welcome back to Sanford, North Carolina. Lee County hosting the Panther Creek Catamounts. Catamounts in the white jerseys. Deion Jacobs and Marion Turner back deep for the Catamounts. We saw an onside attempt on the first go-round that was successfully executed, except on the far side of the field. Somebody was offside.
Yeah.
Hey, have you seen the new the projected or prospective rule that the NFL's contemplating? I guess the XFL ran it with where they line up down at about the 30-yard line, head up. Have you seen that new kickoff?
I have not seen it.
It's an interesting twist. And, you know, a lot of folks with the kickoffs being the most dangerous part of the game.
Agreed.
A very, very late flag. I'm be interested to see what that is. Big return there from Turner, and then a flag came out after the pile unstacked. I don't know what they got there.
I don't think we're going to see too many more deep kicks tonight by Lee County. Like I said before, Panther Creek's return game is pretty solid.
Well, I tell you what you don't see very often is a returner as big as Turner is back there.
Oh, yeah.
He is. He's not shying away from contact. He's a stout young man. Only listed at 5'9", 172. I don't know that I'm buying that. He runs aggressively. I don't know. How do you look? I'm not saying there wasn't a face mask. I don't know how he called it. He was 40 yards away from the play, behind it. So I don't know. He saw something apparently. Here we go. 15 yards tacked on to the end of this. This is going to take Panther Creek into Lee County territory to start this drive.
Whew, penalty,
all the way down to the 44.
Penalties.
Yeah. Yikes. All right.
It's in about 50 yards of penalties right now.
Yep. All right, so Lee County looking to bow their backs on defense. Clancy 5 for 5 on that first drive. 58 yards and the touchdown. 2 yards rushing on that play. Little imbalance there going on the offense, but that's how this coaching staff likes it. All right, Clancy drops. Pressure coming up the middle. Rolling. Gets it out late. Ball's not deflected. And now, good individual effort by the receiver down there, number 5, to get positive yardage out. Now, he'll have 3 on the reception. Clancy now 6 straight. All right, good pressure by Lee County that time. Just a nice play by Clancy and Means to hook up there.
As we stated before, Chris, I would love to see Lee County coming out the gate firing on all cylinders, man. We have not seen that yet. Takes a little while.
All right, after play clock all the way down to 5. Clancy with a tough snap, now spins it out of there. Nice catch on the other end by Castellon, who had the touchdown earlier. He'll pick up 5. That'll bring up 3rd and 2. And this 3rd and 2. How many times do we see 3rd and 2 against Southeast?
Man, 1,000,000.
They needed 2, and they'd get 3 every time.
1,000,000.
I really had every intention this week of going back and watch that tape just to count the 3rd down conversions.
Yeah. Countless.
It was uncanny. All right, Clancy from the gun. Gets it out quick and got a chance to stop him short. Nope, wrapped up, and he's going to push the pile. Needed 2, got 4, and that was
So I believe that if you watch film on Lee County, you can pick out and pick on those corners. I mean, we've talked about that each game, and it looks like that's exactly what Panther Creek is doing. They see Lee County giving a 5-yard cushion. Who wouldn't take 5 yards on every play?
Yeah, now they're going to walk up on the far side. And there it's swung out again. And the ball carrier is going to be dragged down. Marion Turner on the reception. He'll have 2 more.
People's over there when the youth teams run out, you would thought he's part of the youth team until you see him on the
Jerry
field.
Chalmers said that.
I said it. He know I tell him, you know. But, hey, man, he is a man on that field. I tell you that. He's 6'11".
He is fearless and not afraid of contact and just does whatever he's doing well. Yeah. And here he's going to walk up. He's playing slot man over there on the far side. And Luton going to be swallowed up. Now, does a good job of sneaking through there. He'll pick up 1 on the carry. But tough sledding for this running game. Again, they run the ball just enough to keep you honest. 3rd and 7 coming up for Lee County. Clock down inside 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Catamounts, one of those teams that are spread, never go into the huddle, but they are very methodical.
Oh, yeah.
At getting the play call in. There's no hurry there. All right, 3rd and 7. Clancy drops. And down the seam. And oh my goodness, almost picked off. Number 9, Kalen Brown had a beat on it, not able to get there. Looks like the Catamounts will keep the offense on the field. This is probably right at the range of their kicker. I said to you early, 45.
He's coming out.
They could do that. 47 on this end. It's a big ask, but they've got the long distance kicker. This is the guy that kicked off for him and kicked it through the back of the end zone. This is number 82, Sebastian Avila, On to try the 49-yard kick. Well, they got an equipment issue, must be. Looks like they're sending a man off. Not sure what happened there. All right, they're going to mark this from the – this isn't quite as far as I thought. 44 yards. Ball down at the 34. That kick is up. It looks left, and it is wide left.
Had the distance.
He had the distance.
Not the angle.
And Lee County now with 1st and 10 going the other way gets that stop.
Give up a little score update. 14-0 Pinecrest over New Hanover right now.
All right. Since that ball was kicked from the 34, it'll be walked all the way back to the 20. Catamounts in a one-high safety look.
Scotland County 21-7 over Jack Britt going into the second quarter. Scotland County with a all-world running back themselves.
All right, Lee County in that familiar spread. Martin from the gun. Hands to Brown on first down. He bounces it out to the right. Now he spins. What a move. And he's out to the 31-11 on the carry for B.J. Brown and a Lee County first down.
Union Pines 6, Randleman 17 going into the second quarter as well.
Coach Jason Trisdale, I talked to him during the week. He told me that is far and away the best team they've played this year. There's the hand to Brown again. Brown to the left this time and bounces it outside.
He's got space.
And pulls up a little bit.
He's got space.
Bounces it out at midfield. And he'll go for 30 on the carry. And never looked like he got to full speed, Jerry.
I don't think so.
All right, 5 carries for 56 yards now for B.J. Brown. And you've done the math. How many yards? So the current
if he
averages record is 51-39.
51-39.
Mr. Brown is over 4,000 for his career. He needs how many yards per game?
4,077 yards. If he can finish out this season, just conference play, at averaging 163 per game, he will break the record before the end of the conference play.
All right, Martin fakes, now gets it out late, and on the reception out there is Kamari Butler, and he'll have 3 yards on his first catch of the game. And I commented a couple weeks ago that Butler and Hill didn't get any looks early in the game, and you know you're kind of obligated to get those receivers in the game because they have a tendency to kind of lose interest, maybe.
Oh yeah,
get stale.
Very true.
Tough running by B.J. Brown. He'll have 7 and be close to another first down. And they're going to give him the first down. First downs this year brought to you by Shed Depot.
So 22, Drake Brown.
And Drake Brown is a different type runner.
Man, let me tell you,
than B.J. Brown. Drake is going to
Drake has been around this program forever. Been the ball boy. Now look at him.
Well, Drake is out there, and the junior running back, false start perhaps. Or had they not wound the clock? Nope. Offsides. Okay. Lee County gets a break there to be 1st and 5. Yeah, they bring Drake Brown in the game, who's a thumper.
Yeah.
And then immediately shoot him out into the route over on the left side. But he is a completely different build than the rest of the backs in that running back room.
Yes, sir.
This is a program, Jerry. They've got a dozen guys that they can line up a running back.
Yeah, agreed.
All right, 1st and 5. 1:12 to go in the quarter. Martin drops, now pumps. Oh, man, I tell you what, his receiver got wrapped up. Catamounts lucky not to get a call. Coach Steve Bordeaux is beside himself.
Definitely 10 yards out.
Well, Zayden McCrimmon out there was in a bear hug at one point in the middle of his route, but in the end, the referees are not impressed, and it'll be 2nd and 5. That was a pump and go right there. And at the end of the pump phase of that, The defensive back employed a cool strategy and just wrapped him up. Got away with it. Jeremiah Young on the coverage. If they're not going to call it, just keep doing it. McCrimmon will run past just about anybody. All right, now it's Brown with his first carry of the season, and he's going to go for a loss of 1 on the play.
And Brown, if you were thinking, yes, they are related.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
How are they kin to
They are first cousins. First cousins.
All right, well, B.J. Brown is back into the game, 3rd and 6. 4-down territory most likely for Lee County. They're going to fake to Brown, now looking to the screen and throws it out there. I don't think Jaden Hill ever saw it coming and got Brown. Yeah, that hit came in high. That's one of those that's very borderline, but Nari Means came in there and got him up around the head. And in the interest of safety, that kind of play used to be applauded. Now it's frowned upon, and it drew the flag there. The timing on that screen was off. No, they're going to get pass interference. I guess they say he got there early.
He got there early. Okay. I don't know if it was a split second early. But like you said, it was up high.
Well, the timing on the screen was blown up by the pressure, and they're going to, if they wave this off. Oh, they're going to wave it off. They got the call. This is a personal foul. They wave off the pass interference. It looked to me like he arrived about the time the ball got there, but he went high. And I don't know that Hill saw the ball, or I certainly didn't see the defender, and came down awkwardly. But I guess when you're young and flexible, you can do somebody hit me like that, I'd be out for a month.
I'm done.
That's going to put the Jackets inside the Remax red zone down at the 11. I don't know why somebody's trying to get in touch with me.
Well,
I guess the official felt like he needed to explain that after he waved off the pass interference. All right. After all that, ball's at the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 Jackets looking to go up here. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. 7-7 ball game. B.J. Brown, good job by that defensive front just stacking him up. Maybe got a yard.
66, there he is. Niles Grave. 5'11", 206, senior. Plays a little bit of tackle, plays a little bit of middle linebacker.
All right, 2nd and 9. Last play of the quarter most likely. And Brown's going to get it. And he bursts through. They're not going to stop him that time. He's going to the corner and touchdown Lee County from 11 yards out. Lee County takes their first lead of the night. Eight carries for 75 yards and a touchdown now for B.J. Brown. Last play of the quarter, we're at double zeros. Hernandez on for the extra point.
I'm going to speak it right now.
I hear you. All right, hold us down, kick is up, kick is good. We're at the end of the first quarter. Lee County goes out in front 14-7. Catamounts will try to answer on the other side of this break.
Wait a minute. So my Kindle's
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. My name is Rich Trogdon, and we are First Bank.
Welcome back to Sanford, North Carolina. 14-7 Jackets. They'll kick off to the Catamounts, start this second quarter. What we see in that drive, Jerry?
I liked it. I'll tell you that.
All right.
I like it. Man.
Big pass interference call in the middle of it that really helped Lee County out. For a change, they were on the beneficiary side of a penalty.
Tell you, former Yellow Jacket Jermaine Banks down there on the sideline. He's at Overheels now, running the ball pretty well as well. Nice to see, you know, open invitations when you come back to Lee County.
All right, the officials been discussing something. Both teams late getting back out onto the field.
So as we were speaking just a second ago, Chris, off the air, number 3, the leading tackler, also who leads the conference in interceptions, Isaiah McKendall, on the sideline tonight, not dressed out. Did not know that.
I didn't either.
So he has. How often can you have?
And I talked to the coaches right before the game, and wasn't given a heads up. So I don't know what that's all about.
How often can you have, as a dad, you have 3 sons on the same team. One sits down, and your other 2 sons they fill in the spot for linebacker.
That's wild.
That's wild. T.A. McKendall, who will also be up here at halftime. I gotta ask him, man.
I wish you hadn't, man. He scares me. Well fielded at the 11, and nice move there. And here we go.
And
you said you got to keep
it.
kicking that thing deep.
I said it. I said it. They
Out
just
the 46-37 on the return. That time it is Deion Jacobs.
That is outside.
And it's just a good group of return guys. I mean, it's something in the design as well.
It's outside of the norm for Lee County to kick the ball deep. That's outside of the norm, if you ask me. They did it a couple times last week, but for the most time, we've seen that high spinner over the last, 6 seasons?
Yeah. Well, and getting punished in the return game so far. All right, 14-7 Lee County, 11:49 to go in the first half. Will Clancy started the game with 9 straight completions. The incompletion at the end of the last drive was the first ball he missed on. 9 of 10 for 72 yards and a touchdown so far. The run game, non-existent. 2 carries as a team.
And there's another penalty for Lee County.
On.
Jeez.
I don't know. Come on. Just come on.
We have not had a set of downs with Lee County that they have not been penalized for some reason. Got to be.
And that's some sort of personal foul.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they're doing down there tonight. All right, 1st and 10 all the way down at the 38-yard line for the Catamounts. Short field. Clancy takes the snap, gets it out quick, and nobody out there. Good job of pursuit by the Jacket defense, but they'll get 6. And on the reception there, number 2, Amari Thompson. So the Catamounts spreading it around.
But how many times have we seen that play?
Every time.
We got to. It seems like, a change will be made. Hopefully. We've seen Lee County make a lot of adjustments at halftime. And there's a run. Quarterback keeper, and he's down.
Well, they're marking back where he began that slide. It's going to be an interesting spot. The near side official and the far side are in a disagreement. The near side official is going to win there and needed 4. Started that slide a little bit too early, and they will mark him short by a yard. 3rd and 1 coming up. All right. Oh, looked like they were offsides there from the Lee County side, but no, and they'll get 3 yards on that carry. Is that Luton plowing forward? We'll see as they unpack this. It was. So there's a 1st down for Panther Creek, and they'll have a fresh set of downs at the 26-yard line. Same formation all night for the Catamounts so far. Clancy hands to Luton. Nope, pulls it out of there. Now he's going to throw the slant that went for a touchdown for Lee County. Doesn't go for a touchdown, but Turner's all the way down to the 7. And that'll be a gain of 17, excuse me. And that looked like it might go to the house there for a moment. 3 catches now for Turner to lead the Catamounts. And Luton trying to get to the edge, not quite going to get there. Spun down in spectacular fashion after a gain of 4.
Chris, I just actually sent over a letter to ESPN telling them that I'm working with the GOAT. This man keeps accurate stats and calls the game. How many do you know can do that?
Well, I don't know how accurate the stats are, and I don't know how good the call is, but I do try.
The GOAT, man. He's the GOAT. I'll give you guys some updated scores shortly.
All right, there's an injured jacket down in the end zone. While they tend to the injury, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll come back and Jerry can break you off some wisdom. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. Check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
Funnel cakes at Zaxby's? Sweet! Fried to perfection and dusted with powdered sugar? Sweet! Paired with a caramel sauce that's great for dipping, dunking, or drizzling? Sweet! Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed. One where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one place to make your buying experience easier. Visit our sales center located just off US Highway 1 in Sanford, or get started today at ShedDepotNC.com to view in-stock models or to design your perfect shed using our 3D design tool.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. My name is Rich Trogdon, and we are First Bank.
Funnel cakes at Zaxby's? Sweet! Fried to perfection and dusted with powdered sugar? Sweet! Paired with a caramel sauce that's great for dipping, dunking, or drizzling? Sweet! Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
All right, welcome back to Lee County. The Catamounts threatening here. 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Nair Means helped off the field there. We hope that he is okay.
Definitely.
That's a big piece of that Panther Creek offense. All right, 2nd and goal from the 3. And, you know, this is where this type of offense has got to be tough to execute.
Yeah.
Because you're in such tight spaces. I mean, there's nowhere for the defensive backs to go backwards. So, you know, just by virtue of place on the field, the coverage tightens up. You don't have to worry about anybody running past you, and not much of a running game shown by Panther Creek so far. All right, Luton with the carry. Going to be wrapped up. Great play in the backfield. He'll spin forward, but on the tackle there.
That must helmet off.
Jesus Salvador. A big play. Checking in there, getting some reps on this defensive front.
So give a little update, Chris. We got Pinecrest over New Hanover 21-3, Union Pine 6, Randleman 24, Scotland County 21, Jack Britt 7. Haven't got any scores update on Southern Lee nor Richmond County yet at the moment.
All right, appreciate that. All right, 3rd and goal from back at the 4. Or excuse me, that's still at the 3. Pulls it out there late, throws it over top of everybody, hits the official. And this is going to bring up 4th and short, 4th and goal from the 3. And I tell you what, the execution just looked ugly there.
Yeah.
Talked about how tough it is to run that offense down there at the goal line, and they really didn't have any different look. If you remember, years ago, Lee County used to do something similar.
Oh, yeah.
But they had that big package they brought
called,
in. I want to say it was the Elephant, but I don't know that that's right.
It was something else.
They had linebackers at tailback and fullback and everything else.
Coach Cates ran it with Jameer Austin and Bam.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, McGee for the field goal here on 4th and goal from the 3, and that's up and good. So great job by Lee County there, bowing their backs close to the goal line. Catamounts walk away with points, though, and cut the lead to 4. It is Jackets 14, Catamounts 10, 9:27 to go in the first half. We'll be back for the kickoff after these messages.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. Check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
All right, welcome back to Lee County, Paul B. Gay Stadium. 9.5 to go in the first half. Lee County up 14-10. Not a whole lot of defense being played so far. But Lee County doing just enough down back in their own end. 3 bites at the apple from the 3-yard line for Panther Creek, and they're unable to punch it in. Panther Creek in the road whites, kicking off to Lee County. And that one is deep. And will just creep into the end zone for a touchback. Well, Pete, we've seen teams for the last 2 years try to keep the ball away from B.J. Brown in the kicking game. That's that's one way to do it, just kick it through the end zone. Brown will stay out there on offense at the receiver spot for Lee County, and they will rotate a lot of bodies through here. On the far side, working from the far side to the near, Jaden Hill, number 1. Number 8, Samuel Benton, who has started to become a part of this offense. Kamari Butler, number 11, in the slot on the left, and number 18, the consensus fastest member of that receiving core, Zayden McCrimmon. And McCrimmon will get it on the screen and doesn't get to stretch those legs out. He'll have it out to 25-5 on the reception for McCrimmon.
If he didn't have to jump, he would.
Yeah, that was disrupted.
Some yard there.
But you'll take 5 yards of play.
Oh, easy. Anytime.
All right, second down for Lee County. Brown with ball in his hands and stuffed at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for a couple. We'll get it 2. Nope, ball's out. And you don't see,
a flag down, and he was
There's
down.
There's a flag in there late. You think he was down.
Yeah. That's something.
See Brown
yeah,
put the
I
ball
was
on the
just, we
field.
don't see that.
They don't put it on the ground very often. Well, the Catamount defense not moving. They think it's a turnover. They're going to wave off the penalty. I don't know what the call was. The official looked over there and asked if there's a hold.
Well, hey.
Hold, and it's waved off, and Brown fumbles.
We don't see that much.
Nope. So stop for no gain on the play and the fumble, and that's a big swing in momentum. Brown not protesting too much over there on the sideline, so that ball must have come out. All right, 1st and 10 going the other way for the Catamounts. Ball at the 24. Clancy drops. Pressure coming off the edge. Coming. Got
and
it.
there he is. And there's a fumble.
Ball's out. Lee County trying to get to it. And the sack
there he
strip
There he is, Ronnie Hooker.
Got there, and you got to have your head on a swivel. I don't know how he got that clean. But a loss of 3 on the play and almost a disaster for the Catamounts. But they're able, after that ball stayed out a long time.
It only takes one to get Hooker started. I'll tell you that.
Well, he's a guy that once that fire gets lit, man, he's a wrecking ball. He's coming off that left edge. Clancy won't let him get free without seeing it again. Now, pursuing in the backfield. Look at that.
There's McKendall. There's one of the other Boone brothers. Terrence McKendall.
Great pursuit. Might have hurt himself on the play. I got to say, watching those linebackers, and McKendall's down. Looks like he's got an injury to his arm. And they're going to blow it dead. Hooker takes a knee as well. So we'll see what's going on with the injuries. McKendall in a bit of distress.
I think he just knocked the air out of him.
Might have. That had all the trappings as he came out of there, but he was holding his arm. But yeah, now that he's down on the ground, I believe he might just get the wind knocked out of him. Hopefully that's all it is. But a great play in the backfield. And you see that negative yardage in the run game bites again. A loss of 5 on that carry for Luton, who now has 6 carries. I think he just knocked the wind out
of him. He jumped up.
6 carries for 3 yards.
Hooker's still down. I tell you, man, with the heat that we've had the last few days, you gotta hydrate yourself. You're not hydrating yourself out here, it can cause a few issues.
All right, 3rd and 18. What's your secret recipe for avoiding cramps?
Drink water. I was in the military.
I thought you were going to tell me, pickle juice with vinegar and sugar in it or something.
I was in the Army just like you, Chris.
Brother, if you didn't have to
drink water.
I can remember standing in chow lines in the desert where they're like, you're not going through here until you drink this half-gallon water.
You got to drink the whole canteen right on site. Kill you, man.
Man, they're giving us those half-gallon bottles. Drink that whole thing before you go through and eat.
I've never been water sick till I got into the military.
No.
Throwing up nothing.
You know what? I've always been a pretty healthy guy, but I am prone to dehydrate.
Oh, yeah.
And I can feel it coming.
Yeah.
I've probably military conditioned me to hydrate. So I drink lots of fluids. Of course, as you get older, that becomes a little problematic.
It does.
It is what it is, man.
It does.
I'm not 21 anymore.
You're back and forth to the bathroom
Buddy,
every 10 minutes.
You don't have to tell me. All right, 3rd and 18 when we come out of this timeout. It looked like anybody's receiving treatment on the sideline, so nothing major, thankfully. Long time out here, and the Catamounts are on a knee over there. I don't know what they're doing.
Man.
Lee County on knee over here, too. I don't know what the hold up. Now the water group comes out there on the far sideline. This is
TV timeout.
I know.
Are we it? Yeah,
what's going on?
This
is a network TV timeout.
Let's look a little bit of college looking.
There's a conversation going on over there with
well, there's the doctor.
One of the members of the staff. There's an official on his knee down there. I really just don't know what's going on.
Well, Mr. Martin is going out in midfield.
Is it?
Somebody threw up. Okay. Little throw up on the field.
Oh, got it.
Little throw up on the field. We understand.
Come on. And they're going to bag it up, Jerry.
Get you some.
You come out and you're like, yes, I will assist.
Get you some.
With,
throw up
medical treatment, and you end up, oh, man.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
So I just want to know, man, are they going to bring the dry sweep out?
Well, he watered it down. Dr. McConville watered it down.
Man, just take your shoes and, stuff it around a little bit. We'll be all right. Come on.
I'll tell you what. You just took your cleats and raked over the top of the grass and kept going.
You know what? I've seen lots of vomit on football fields. I've never seen vomit
get treated
on the field.
Yeah, I've never seen it. So that's what must have been going on with Hooker there. He just You know.
Well, hydrate, buddy.
Yeah, man.
That's what you said. All right. Lee County's defense is going to roll back out there.
That reminds me of my own son, Jaden Chalmers. He will throw up on you in a heartbeat, buddy. He'll be right back at it.
I'm glad he appreciates you. I'm sure he appreciates you putting it out there. We are worldwide on the NFHS.
Hey,
and it's out there forever. This
ain't no
broadcast
shame.
will be
No
around
shame in it.
for a million years. All right. Will Clancy from the gun. 3rd and 18. Here comes pressure. Coming off the edge, got a man down the seam and threw it behind him. I tell you what, twisted him around.
He was wide open.
He was absolutely wide open. Amari Thompson got down the middle, and nobody saw him there.
That brings up 4th.
And Clancy couldn't hit him, and they're going to keep the offense out here on the field. This would be 41. This is almost a 50-yard field goal if you try it from here, and that's probably asking a little bit too much. They were hitting from 45 with not much room to spare, so they're gonna keep the offense out here. And this is not, this is a passing team, but this is not what they like to do. They like those quick hitters. And Hooker, I would imagine, is back in the ball game.
He's back. No, not yet.
No, I don't think so. All right, here comes pass rush. Good, well blocked up. Clancy taking off, now runs with it, throws behind,
he's picked
and that's
off.
picked.
Oh.
No, Peoples puts it on the ground. And actually, he didn't mean to do that, but that is better. That saves him about 15 yards of field position. It'll be Lee County going the other way with 7:36 to go. So after starting the game hot as a firecracker, Will Clancy completed his first 9 passes. He's missed on 3 of his last 5. Lee County.
Good to see some nice defense.
Thank you very much.
There.
Bradley Brown in there at tailback will be looking to atone for his fumble on the last carry. I'd have to go back and look, but it can't be more than 2 or 3 fumbles in his high school career. Martin looking to run with it, and probably would have been better served just to throw it away. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Be a little confused right there.
Well, we've talked about it before. One of the things that there is no lack of physical talent in this receiving corps.
Yeah.
And all of those guys, not a senior in the group, really.
This is a very junior-ridden football team here at Lee County.
Predominantly juniors and sophomores, and there's Brown picking his way.
Being patient.
And he'll have 7 on the carry.
I tell you, with Brown running, we talked the other night for a little while, and he was telling me, a little confused, that, well, why these coaches, I can have a big, long run, and they'll tell me I did something wrong. What he's learning. Next level, you got to stay with your blocks. Stay behind your blocks. And you see that with him a little more, being a little patient than just a burst of speed. Getting through there, making these long, wide cuts.
All right, 3rd and 3. Trajan Odom flips over to the left side of that defensive line. Brown spins.
Oh
my
wow.
Gosh.
Wow.
Out to the left side and runs it on field all the way down to the 40-yard line. That's 23 on the carry that should have gone for 0.
We're over 100 yards tonight, right?
We are. We are at 107 on 11 carries in the first half.
What a play, man.
That really was. That's a game-changing play, too, because you were facing 4th down if he gets taken down at the point of contact. He earns a rest. Isaiah Peoples checks in, number 2 in at tailback now for the Jackets. Martin got a man down the seam. That was wide open. It came out of day.
It wasn't wide open. I watched him.
It was
I
there.
watched him.
That came out late.
He said
and you
on
normally say that's why you play defensive back. Marion Turner, probably the best receiver on that Catamount team, dropped a bunny.
Yeah.
But that was open all the way. You think Turner was baiting him. I think the ball just came out a hair late.
I felt he was sitting on it.
Oh, man.
Wow.
All right.
As
they say in baseball, that was a loud out. All right. People's going to get a yard. They're going to give him forward progress. These officials not on the same sheet. They're going to call it no gain. The near side official seems to be the one that's getting his way on these calls. So 3rd and 10 coming up for the Jackets. Brown back in there. 5.5 to go in the half. Lee County, you say, oh, it'd be great if they ran the clock down and got points here, but that's not in their DNA. They just hit you quick. All right, hands to Brown. Brown's wrapped up. Great play by that defense in the middle of it. We talked about a lot of the guys there, but number 25 is the guy that rises to the occasion there and stuffs that. Hakeem Bowens, great play, brings Brown down for a loss of 2 on the play, and we'll see the punt team for Lee County. And, you would think this phase of the game, you got a lot of upperclassmen here. This has been a mess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Hernandez gets the punt out of there. It's going to come and take a bad bounce, and you net 13 yards there on the punt. Ball spotted at the 29. Not a great punt, but it looked better than it ended up. Just a horrible bounce. So with 4.5 to go, the Catamounts will be set up at the 30-yard line going the other direction. Luton in at tailback, 4 wide. Julian Best lined up at the left defensive end spot where Hooker had been earlier. Now Hooker's over on the right side of that defensive line. A lot of players, they'll shuttle a lot of guys in and they'll move them around. You never really know what you're going to get. And now the Catamounts are going to get a timeout. So 4:38 to go in the first half, 14-10 Jackets. Catamounts want to talk about it. They had a personnel issue and they were a player short. They'll take a timeout. We'll take that timeout with them. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week. We'll see you back in after the break.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. Check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
All right, welcome back to Paul B. Gay Stadium on campus at Lee County High School. Catamounts called a timeout before that first down. They're starting a new drive here at the 30-yard line, 4.5 to go. Started out like a house fire on offense. Now they stalled a little bit.
Lee County had a good defensive stand on the last set of downs. One of the best so far that I've seen.
They did. So. Facing first and goal from the 3, they managed to keep Catamounts out of the end zone. And that'll be, well, they're going to force him out of bounds. He doesn't think he went out of bounds. That's Amari Thompson out there. Amari Thompson, not a guy that had jumped off the stat sheet coming into this game, but he's having an impact early.
Ready for Ayo to Adesanya to get in the mix. Haven't really called his name any tonight. But, hey, guess a lot of times you're doing your job.
All right, Clancy hands to Luton. Yep. And Jack stringing out coming up from the corner. My goodness.
It was 17. That's not one we call too often. But
Isaac Peoples.
Isaac Peoples. That is the other Peoples.
Man, he came flying and gets that tackle for loss. Loss of 2 on that carry.
So that's Peoples' little brother, Isaac. So we got some brother tandems on here with Peoples and the McKendall brothers.
Isaac, the younger brother, he's a junior. Plays a little bit of receiver. We've seen him getting more reps at corner. Nice play there. Smelled it out and said, I'm gonna get to pop somebody. All right, late movement in the defensive backfield by the Jackets. Clancy gonna run with it, and there's a hold.
Oh, yeah, big hold, too.
He slid late. This is gonna be an interesting call because you've either got 4th and 2. He picked up 6 on the carry. From that spot, you've either got 4th and 2 or you can back him up and have 3rd and a mile. I would imagine you're going to back him up, and that's exactly what Coach Bordeaux does. 3:43 to go, clock stopped. They'll mark off this holding call. Clancy's showing a little bit of wiggle to him in the secondary. He probably needs to slide a little bit later or earlier if he's going to do that. Kind of defeated the purpose and slid late and got popped for his troubles. All right, more substitutions for the Jacket defense. And on 3rd and 17, 3rd and 18, they're going to go into a shell. Rotating around. Corners are about 12 yards off, and the safeties a good 15 yards off the ball. Clancy surveys the field, clock running inside 3.5 to go. Oh, and a pre-snap penalty, going to get a false, nope, another timeout. Catamounts want to talk about it. Big play coming up, 3rd and 18, 3:24 to go, down 14-10 to the Lee County Yellow Jackets. Catamounts want to talk about this. We'll give them an opportunity to do that. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
Welcome back to Lee County. Oh, you're going to have to tell me, because Jerry had a new addition to the family, a couple of bulldogs, little French bulldogs. One of them isn't acting right. I'm going to have to get the lowdown on that.
That boy is, he is all over the place. And my girl, she's just the lackadaisical. She's great. You wouldn't even know she's there.
All right, 3rd and 18. All right, everybody dropping for Lee County. Oh, my goodness.
And they give it up.
What a connection. And still running. Castellan, who had the 23-yard touchdown.
He's going
this time, he's going for 37 yards and a touchdown. You can't give that up down the middle. And, that's why they called the timeout. They got the play down the middle before on the other end and just couldn't hit it. But something's going on in the back end of that secondary.
Oh, yeah. That middle is not being covered at all.
And senior Anthony Battle, who might have been the best player in the secondary last year, got to get that right back there. All right. So just like that, the Catamounts go from 3rd and 18 to in the lead. They'll look to stretch it out here and add this extra point. It's blocked. All right. So 2-point game, 16-14 Catamounts. On the huge connection from Will Clancy to Sergio Castellan. Jerry?
Yeah, man.
Talk about that, man.
Man, the middle of the field is wide open. Their two biggest pass plays has came over the middle. Something that Lee County has definitely got to look at. If you run in two safety back there, you definitely have someone to cover the middle. At one point, you're going to have to trust your corner and put your safety in that spot.
Well, I'd like to go back and look at the route combination. Nothing special. Nothing
fancy.
He just ran down the field.
Nothing fancy. Literally just ran down the middle of the field.
Something that they ran in front of those safeties got somebody's attention just enough to create that space. And Castellan putting on the Jets, man. That looked like it was going to be tackled right at about the sticks for about a 20-yard gain, and instead he just put it into another gear and outran everybody. Lee County now, who'll get the ball to start the second half. They've got 3.5 minutes, or 3:12, to answer. The last drive stalled, and Lee County looking to get right. It's a back-and-forth ball game so far, and every possession matters. Got to get something out of this possession in the half. Brown and Peoples back deep for the Jackets. And that's a big boot going Brown's way. He's going to field it to the 3-yard line. Here he comes. And working his way, gets it, spins, gets spun around, now going backwards and dances out of bounds. He'll get about 18 on the return, 19 on the return. Good coverage and a little bit of chippiness coming on, and there's a flag comes out from this near side official again. He didn't like something he saw. There was a bit of a brouhaha, if you will, at the end of that play. And I think they're going to call offsetting personal fouls here, which won't do damage to either team. No, they got a hold on Lee County and a personal foul. No, they called personal foul. Looked like a hold. They're going to call offsetting personal foul. So 2 guys get their name in the book. And 1st and 10 for the Jackets. They've got to play. It's got to be a clean drive. No penalties, no negative plays. Because, aside from those penalties, this offense has just been tough to stop. Now, for the first time, they run the play we know very, very well.
That's
that little toss
the play
sweep.
I've been looking for. They have not ran that much.
And that goes for 26 yards. Brown pulled down from behind.
And he in 66 just sitting on his legs.
Brown unhappy about that.
Yeah, he just sat on his legs.
Coach Bordeaux is on fire. And here comes the defender trying to plead his case.
He literally sat on his legs with his knees in them.
25 on the carry for Brown. He is hot. And I'm going to tell you what, about the last thing in the world the Catamounts want to do is get him upset. He's about as cool a customer as there is. $13 carries now for 130 yards. That's easy math. Going for 10 yards a clip. He is not happy. Isaiah Peoples will get a shot in the backfield here. Brown going to get a little bit of Gatorade and be right back in there. Martin from the gun. Fakes to Peoples. Now looking down the seam. Goes over the top. Looking for McCrimmon and is picked
off.
Threw it into double coverage. McCrimmon had a shot at it. Butler, who dropped a bunny earlier, or Turner rather.
Oh, there's a lot of room over here.
And there's a lot of green ahead of him. There's a block in the back that comes in. So that's coming back. And there's Catamounts, man.
This is getting very chippy.
I tell you what, there's a block in the back.
Very.
I don't even know what I just saw down there on the sideline with a Catamount player tackling a Lee County Yellow Jacket player. That was kind of weird. It didn't draw a flag. Everybody was paying attention to that block in the back. That was really a crackback and probably should have drawn a personal foul call. All right, but one way or the other, Catamounts set up with a chance to score again before the half, 2:25 to go. This is going to mark it back. That was Marion Turner. He said he dropped a bunny earlier. He went and got that one. McCrimmon had a shot at it, and Turner just out-wrestled him for the football. And I tell you what, Turner playing that center field position back there as a safety, he sees what's going on.
He's sitting. It's too much, a little bit of air, a little bit too much air.
Well, and I think if Martin had that one to do over again, he locked on a little bit quicker than he might have wanted to. Might have been able to look the safety off.
He had Butler in the flats.
We saw where he was going with that ball as soon as he got it in his hands. So he saw something pre-snap he liked. All right. Will Clancy from the 36-yard line for the Catamounts. Snaps, hands to Luton. Luton with his first big hole of the game, going to be dumped after a gain of 6.
Number 20, Kevin Luton. On the carry for the Catamounts. Tackle for the Jackets, number 14, Anthony Battle. Gain of 6 on the play.
No urgency here from this offense.
No.
Clock inside 2 minutes. Second and 4 coming up.
Only Martin's second interception of the season so far, so not too bad.
All right, here comes the screen, and that's blown up. No, good job of squirting out of there. But
and there's a face mask penalty.
All right. Prince Lamison with a big play there to hold that up, but a good job of squirting out of there by number 8. That was Marion Turner who made the pick to get the ball back for the Catamounts. No rest for him. I think we'll call that 5-yard face mask. And that is a first down tacked onto the end of the play. 1st and 10, minute 40 to go for Panther Creek. Lee County looking to avoid going down 2 scores. Catamounts not trying to do anything silly and turn this ball back over. They've not wound the clock. Man, the pace of this game is painfully slow.
Yeah.
All right, Clancy drops up.
Another
We're going to get a false start, I believe. Yes, it is. So, 1st and 15. And I tell you what, Castellon with those 2 long touchdowns, they are giving him so much respect back there on that far side. The corner lining up easily 12, 13 yards off the ball. That's respect.
A lot.
That is respect.
They basically take it.
All right, Clancy here takes a snap. Pressure coming. Got
Good coverage. Good coverage by Ayo Adesanya.
Hooker off the right edge gets him. 1:32 to go. A loss of 2 on the play. No timeout from Lee County. Clock down inside a minute and a half. Hooker with his 2nd sack of the game.
The small things are missed sometimes in big plays like that when there's a sack. Ayo and Adesanya ran that perfectly with the coverage that he put on number 3. It was perfect. Everything was perfect.
All right, twice we've seen somebody running down the slot untouched or unaccounted for. This time it is Thompson. Thompson with a big chunk of that. Needed 17, got about 15 on the play. Brings up 3rd and short, clock down to 50 seconds. Catamounts running to the line of scrimmage. They don't have any timeouts left.
Same play.
And that time is dropped, and that'll stop the clock. 4th down coming up, 34 seconds to go. Lee County appears that they'll get the ball back. Surely the Catamounts not going to give them to them on a short field. Or are they? Offense looks like it's going to stay out on the field. I'm not a fan of this, Jerry.
No. You already know.
Nope, there comes the punter. All right, punt team out on the field. And here comes, thought they might leave the base defense in there, but they're going to bring the return team out. Beware. They got a guy out there. I was going to say on the left side, somebody's unaccounted for, but they've run a man out there. All right, now they pack it in. Lee County showing they're coming after this. Slow exchange. Oh, my goodness, he almost got to it. And Peoples going to let it bounce. It'll roll dead at the 19 with 25 seconds to go in the half. Man, Lee County almost got to that. Brown had a shot at it. Was it Brad or was it Ayo that almost got that?
That was Brown.
All right, 24 and a half to go. I have said before I would sooner put it in Brown's belly and see if he can break one than throw any kind of Hail Mary. What do you do here, Jerry?
Same thing. Right. No, I don't. You don't risk. I don't think you risk anything else.
All right, Martin from the spread. 24 seconds to go in the half. Drops, looking, throwing it down the field. Got Hill. Hill goes up, high points it. Now doing things after the catch. Ball be spotted at the 49. Clock stops to set the chains. Lee County will take that timeout. 2 timeouts left for Lee County.
As long as he's high pointing, can't nobody jump with Jaden Hill. There's not a player out there who can jump with him. Nobody. Not one. So with a timeout on the field, it will be 1st and 10 Jackets from their own 49. 17.1 seconds left. Big 30-yard gain there.
All right, Jaden Hill, 3 catches for 93 yards now. And now, they probably need to pick up 25 yards to get a realistic shot, maybe 20 yards with Hernandez if you're going to run it as the last play of the half.
Yeah.
But they're thinking touchdown here.
I'm definitely looking at what Zayden McCrimmon.
Well, I don't know. Well, now they're going to run a –
yeah, he's pressuring him. Oh, yeah, you got
Martin
to.
sees it, you got to take a shot.
Oh,
All right, he's looking at the other side of the field. He steps up now.
He looks.
Scrambling. Needs to get rid of it. Get rid of it. And they're going to run out of bounds. Just throw that over the top of everybody. All right, that runs a lot of clock down. 9 seconds left. Loses about 2 on that play. Nothing down the field, but he was looking the wrong direction because the left side, this near side, he had a matchup. All right, we're going to see these safeties way back there for Panther Creek. 9 seconds ago, you get 2 plays in here. This right defensive end is lined up off sides. This near side official who's been throwing flags all night didn't call that. B.J. Brown with the reception. And look out, he's into the open field and swung down. That's a horse collar there at the end of that. Flag comes in. I think they're going to get a hold. They missed the horse collar at the end of the play, I believe. 1.4 to go. 2 flags on the field in completely different locations. Let's see what the call is.
Jalen Hill already coming back.
The play went for 14.
Be offsetting penalties.
Well, if it's offsetting penalties, it's going to come back to the line of scrimmage.
Not offsetting at all.
That's not going to do it.
Both penalties against Lee County.
Oh, wow. All right, well, they'll only assess 1. That'll bring up second and very long.
Wow.
Now with 1.4 seconds, if you've got a trick play up your sleeve, and I think Lee County's going to call a timeout, which would lead me to believe they have something in mind. Lee County burns their second timeout. No reason to take them into the house with you. All right. This is what you use the last 10 minutes of practice for, right?
Oh, yeah.
You don't want to get too crazy and mess around and turn it over and get something going the other way. All right, the players have heard enough. They're turning around. They've got their marching orders. Looks like the base offense is going to stay out there. No special personnel package. I thought we might see a couple other running backs check in. Catamounts with a guy 30 yards off the ball. They got 2 safeties in the middle of the field. Both, well, now they're walking up. One 20, the other 25 yards off the ball. It'd be hard to run past anybody. But I tell you what, out here on this left side, you're still a lot tighter in coverage than I'd like to see.
He's backing up.
And they're going to run the ball. Here comes Brown. Brown trying to get into the second level. He's going to pick up 17 on the carry and delivers a pop there at the end of it. All right, so the end of the half has arrived. We will be back momentarily with the halftime show. This is the NFHS Game of the Week, and it's a good one. 16-14, the Catamounts of Panther Creek get into the half up 2 points on Lee County. And we look forward to a second half that is as exciting as the first. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week. We'll be back with the halftime show after these messages.
Funnel cakes at Zaxby's? Sweet! Fried to perfection and dusted with powdered sugar? Sweet! Paired with a caramel sauce that's great for dipping, dunking, or drizzling? Sweet! Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. Check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock And if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
Welcome to the RE/MAX Real Estate Service halftime show, brought to you by New Image Media, only on the NFHS Network.
And welcome back to our RE/MAX halftime show. And tonight I have two special guests who doing some big things in the community right now with the youth football. So we will see some of their products here on these fields in this coming year. And one of them has quite a few products on the field right now as we speak. T.A. McKendall of Showtime, Lee County Showtime. And here we have James McKendall.
Real Right You.
Of Real Right You.
Yeah.
So we'll start with Real Right. James, this is your first year as having Real Right You.
Mm-hmm.
What are your expectations of your first year?
Man, just get it done. You know what I'm saying? Just develop the kids, build some camaraderie in the community, help the community, help these kids get to the next level.
Okay. Now, what branch are you playing under at this moment?
As far as like our conference?
Yes.
We in the AYF.
Okay.
GTFC, Greater Triangle.
Okay.
D2.
Okay. Age groups?
6, 8, 10, 12.
Gotcha. So if you have a kid out there, hey, you got Real Right, you have Showtime. There's no reason if you have a kid that they're not playing any football at the moment. If they're able to play football, we have everything that you do need. Now, as we move over, we had to move up a little bit. Got a couple other guests in the booth going across band. Now with Lee County Showtime, TA, you have been out here for a little while. Showtime has been around not under the name of Showtime. It started out as Lee County Panthers. Now they are Lee County Showtime. What changes have you seen since you started coaching football at this level?
Well, a lot of the kids, they're not as naturally gifted as they were back in the day. We used to take kids straight off the street and go do a lot of spanking across the state.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta take more time with these kids and develop them more.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta preach to them more how the passion, the heart of the game is important to even expect to be competitive on the field.
Gotcha. Now, what I want to say is, y'all have family on the field right now. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So we have, two organizations in town with family. TA, I have to ask, we talked about it early. We did not see Isaiah on the field tonight. What's going on with Isaiah? This is your son. You have 3 sons out there, correct? 3 sons. Hey, what other father has 3 sons on the field right now? That speaks statement. That speaks volume right now.
He had a concussion last play of the game. He took a tough loss last week.
Gotcha.
Didn't get a lot of preparation, and kids got sick and things like that. All those variables came to Friday's play. They still playing hard. He got tackled last play of the game and got some friendly fire from his brother and got a concussion.
Gotcha. All right, James, with Real Right, you are over at Horton Park, am I correct? So if any parents out there, what would you like to say for any parents who are out there whose child is not playing football? What would you like to say?
Hey, look, man, there's a lot of experience in the community with coaches on all the programs. It's enough room for all of us. Hey, get your kid off the couch, get him off the tablet, get him out here. Like I said, if you want to see development, we have different developments. Hey, it's all good. It's all love. Lee County.
Gotcha. Now, as we just talked about getting up off the couch and, getting outside playing football, with what you've seen so far this year, a lot of people question, is every single child ready for this level of football?
Not at all. Just like TA was saying, it's a lot of kids. It's different. You know, when we was growing up, we wanted it. Now, a lot of kids, they came out of quarantine. You know what I'm saying? They like the tablets. They like different things. So now you have to work a lot harder to prepare them for this, teach them this. You got to bring them out. You got to show them games, show them film. You got to really work with them. You know, you got to really make them comfortable, make them believe in themselves. It's a tough task in Lee County right now for all the programs because the kids is different. You know, you got to court the parents and get the parents to believe in what you showing them. Gotcha. You know, it's a lot, but I mean, it's doable.
All right, now we have two vets that are off camera right now. I'm not gonna move the camera over there. Just speaking of their name, you know who they're talking about. We have the Godfather over there with Mr. Donnell Prince, and we also have the other Godfather. We always call him Uncle Bats, Coach Bats over there, who's been coaching a very long time from the rec ball to the AAU level. Both have took pride in some of these players who have came through here, going on to the next level, including my son. And I got to play devil advocate real quick. Will we see the Real Right Showtime matchup? It could be big for the city. Will we see it? This is my question right now. I'm asking Coach McKendall right here to the other Coach McKendall. Will we see the matchup?
I think right now we're working on establishing, getting these kids prepared, getting them ready to go. Okay. And we're working behind the scenes with each other, just trying to work out some of the niches and some of the things that the community is putting in the narrative in place. But it happened. When the time for it happened. Yeah. I look forward to it myself. Just as it's a good peace treaty, a good situation. The kids, whenever the time is ready to happen.
Got you. So now I want to end it with TA. I want to end you with the last thing. What are you seeing on the field tonight? What are we seeing with Lee County? What are we seeing with Panther Creek? What is the issue right now with Lee County?
The defense got to get off the field on third down. You got to stop them passes. You can't go to sleep out there on the pass. You're doing good on the run. But offense got to get more efficient, get a defensive break, and, they got to put all that together, and it's going to be an easy win when they do, but they got to get the Of course, they did on the four-star D lineman out there, too, in the line.
Yeah, so as we spoke earlier, Trajan Odom, who has number 9, also has offers from Carolina, 6'4", 260-pound junior, 14 tackles, 7 a game, 9 tackles for a loss. Hey, that's something big right there. But we thank you guys for tuning in to the Remax halftime show. Good guys right here. If your kid's not playing, you can't go wrong on either side. We will love, I have a dream. They know what my dream is. We ain't going to speak on it. But we would love to see just one. But for right now, we don't have that. So, hey, if you supporting Real Right, support Showtime. You supporting Showtime, support Real Right, because it's all about the kids and nothing else.
Support the city no matter what.
Y'all see it. Hey, y'all hear it.
I don't know.
One last statement.
The winner coming. The winner.
The winner is coming.
You say your dream. We got room for the winner.
Hey, the winner. Spring. Hey.
I got dogs.
We might have something.
Give us 5 years, we get it out of the city.
We have something. 5 years, we heard it spoke. So thank y'all for tuning in to the Remax halftime show. We'll be back to see y'all soon. Have a good one.
All the quality and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
Funnel cakes at Zaxby's? Sweet! Fried to perfection and dusted with powdered sugar? Sweet! Paired with a caramel sauce that's great for dipping, dunking, or drizzling? Sweet! Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford with the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles or check out our state-of-the-art service system where our team can have you back on track in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at wilkinsoncars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, General Motors. We are professional grade.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Pashee, and we are First Bank.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
Funnel cakes at Zaxby's? Sweet! Fried to perfection and dusted with powdered sugar? Sweet! Paired with a caramel sauce that's great for dipping, dunking, or drizzling? Sweet! Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford with the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles or check out our state-of-the-art service system where our team can have you back on track in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at wilkinsoncars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC, General Motors. We are professional grade.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. Hi, I'm David Pashee, and we are First Bank.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
Funnel cakes at Zaxby's? Sweet! Fried to perfection and dusted with powdered sugar? Sweet! Paired with a caramel sauce that's great for dipping, dunking, or drizzling? Sweet! Woo, saucy! Zaxby's.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford with the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles or check out our state-of-the-art service system where our team can have you back on track in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at WilkinsonCars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee.
Lee County 16-14, Panther Creek over the Jackets at halftime. Team's a little bit late getting back onto the field. Woo, goodness. Which is kind of how this whole thing started. The game started 15 minutes late, and the Catamounts didn't even arrive until about 35 minutes before kick. They hadn't even dressed. All right, Lee County will get the ball to start the second half. In that first half, Catamount quarterback Will Clancy, the senior, 13 of 17 for 183 yards and 2 touchdowns. Both of those coming to Sergio Castellon, 1 for 23 yards, and a little bit later in the half, 73 yards, 2 catches, 96 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Doesn't get a whole lot more productive than that. On the other side of the ball, no surprise, big story, B.J. Brown, senior tailback for Lee County, 14 carries for 146 yards and a touchdown. A little bit of trading stolen possessions there by the teams toward the end of the half. A pretty mistake-free first half, with the exception of the penalties, until right at the end, and the ball just kind of ping-ponged back and forth.
Set the kickoff for the second half for the Catamounts.
I've lost my color man for the second half. He's running around here somewhere. Back deep for the Jackets, Isaiah Peoples and B.J. Brown, and they've aligned differently than we've seen before. And instead of identifying which side B.J. was going to be on, they've lined up right behind one another. Now they're going to split back, and Brown will be on the right side of this. Here's the kick. It's a low liner, takes a couple bounces, fielded on a hop by Brown. Brings it out across the 20, now cuts it up, and look out. He dances away from a tackler there, 35 on the return from B.J. Brown, and he'll set Lee County up with good field position to start the second half. Welcome back, Jerry.
Yeah, man, I had to feed my face a little bit. I apologize to everybody, being a little late. Do got an update, 35-0. Southern Lee over Fairmont right now. Yeah. Oh,
Jerry, B.J. Brown is down.
Yeah. You know, we talked about this earlier, Chris, about, the health of Brown, who has yet to play every game in a full season since a freshman year. So we hate to see him down, I'll tell you that.
Well, there's a deep stable of running backs here at Lee County, but I can't think of a time when this offense here at Lee County was so centered on one particular guy.
Mm-hmm.
A little gimpy getting off the field, but he's walking under his own power. Hopefully we can get him back out there. Ball set up at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Jackets. And who will be in at tailback? Isaiah Peoples, senior, will be in there to start it off. The diminutive Isaiah Peoples. All right, Jack Martin from the gun. 4 wideouts. Hands it to Peoples. Peoples ducks into the middle. He'll have 2 on the carry. A Catamount helmet comes off.
Knocked down by number 66. Niles Graves.
So I'm looking for Brown.
In the first half also, Jaden Hill.
He's back out.
Martin got to get out of there. Got to get it out of there. Takes a sack, a loss of 9 on the play, gets body slammed at the tail end of it. They'll give him forward progress, a loss of 7, but that's 3rd and long coming up. And this offense without Brown in there, he's back out there. All right.
Just missed one play.
A little disjointed. Martin, that's a part of the game we see where he could improve is when the play breaks down, get that ball out of there. Don't be afraid to throw the incompletion. He's taken a couple of sacks like that. And this Catamount defensive line doing a little dance now. Trajan Odom, number 9, leads that group, one of the better defensive tackles in high school football here in North Carolina. They get Martin out of the pocket, and again, nothing down the field. And boy, I tell you what, there comes the flag. That's just a dumb play. That's a horrible play by Odom. That play was dead. He had Martin wrapped up. They blew it dead, and then he decided he needed to throw him down. And now he's acting incredulous. And I'm going to tell you, as much scrutiny as guys get with these offers, this is a 4-star UNC offer. That's the stuff nobody wants to see on tape.
Agreed. Well,
that was a bad play.
It was bad. It was bad. The aggression, extra aggression. Still doesn't quite give Lee that first, even with the penalty.
All right, so all right, 3rd and 8. Wait a minute. Oh, they're going to call that dead ball. God, that's wow. I tell you what. They're going to call that dead ball because the play had been blown dead. So it's 4th and 7. And the Catamounts don't get the worst fate out of that penalty. Hernandez to punt. It's a low liner. Looks like it should get a good roll, and it doesn't. It checks up like a good pitching wedge. And I tell you, number 4 down there for the Catamounts might have to make a really bad decision.
Yes, sir.
All right. Sudden. I almost said suddenly. Lee County, not what they wanted to come out of the gate in the second half and do on offense. But the defense will see if they can get the ball back. Catamounts will want to, they're very methodical. They run this spread. They don't huddle, but they're very slow and methodical getting the plays in. No urgency to the offense, and they will look to run clock and keep that Lee County offense off the field. Now they're just coming up and get the wide receivers lined up. Play clock inside 8. Clancy hands to Luton. Luton spins a couple of times. He'll have 4 on the carry.
Thought we seen another flag come out there.
There's been no shortage of them tonight.
No, sir. Last few games. Lots of flags. Lots of flags. We always see Lee County come out at halftime, Chris, and seem to play a better football game. And I'm definitely looking forward to that right now.
Well, that's been the tendency since Steve Bordeaux arrived 6 years ago, and they've had success with it. But they've also had a tendency to spot teams' leads, sometimes a lot more than the 2 points they spotted here.
Yes.
All right, Io in there in the pile. They'll stop the ball carrier for a gain of 3, 3rd and short coming up for the Catamounts.
And this is where Lee County has struggled. 3rd down, gave up a big, 56-yard touchdown there?
73.
73. Let me correct myself.
All right, 3rd and a long 3. 9:14 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ronnie Hooker coming off that right edge.
There's
right
the
past the play. There's a.
And it will be a 1st down.
Needed 3, got 4. Out there on the edge, that is Turner that brought in the screen.
This play is almost like the tunnel screen from Lee County. Very successful play for the Catamounts. It's definitely turned into 1st downs. I'll tell you that much, Chris.
All right, Luton with the carry stacked up in the backfield. Going to push the pile ahead, back 1 yard past the line of scrimmage. 11 carries now for Luton, 15 yards.
That was said with some excitement there, Chris. Excitement there. Well, as we knew, we don't get a lot of rushing yards at all from the Catamounts.
As a team tonight, 14 carries for 10 yards.
So they are still, as of right now, at -2 yards total for the season.
Facts. All right, Clancy from the gun, 2nd and 9. Looking down the field, has a man over the middle, and that is number 1, Castellan, who has been that guy tonight. Yeah. He'll have 11, and that puts him over 100 yards for the night. 3 catches now for 107. That's the first time he's caught a ball and not taken it to the house, though, so small victory for Lee County. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And again, a very methodical pace for Panther Creek. Play clock inside 15 before they even start walking the line of scrimmage. Inside 10 now. And here comes the rush. Luton on the carry trying to get outside wide right. That's never going to work. And going to lose 6 on the play.
There's one of the Boom brothers. I know you missed it, Chris, the halftime show.
I did.
Isaiah McKendall out tonight. He had a concussion on the last play of the game. Brother actually came in and made a hit, and they went helmet to helmet and left Isaiah with a concussion.
Wow.
Hey.
All right, 2nd and 16 now for Panther Creek. Clancy drops. Hooker's coming.
He's coming.
He's coming. And didn't get the sack, but is going
he's going to make the tackle.
Force Clancy back up inside. He's actually going to pick up 4 on the play by the time it's over and done with.
Great pursuit.
It really was, and it probably held there at least once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
That 50-yard line, man, is a lot of it's crooked.
It is. It is definitely a lot of ridges in that line right there.
3rd and 12 for Panther Creek. 6 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Ronnie Hooker lined up on the left side now. Here he comes. Tries to bull rush. That ball's going out deep and overthrows everybody.
Coverage.
Great coverage out there.
Great coverage. Great coverage by Peoples.
It wasn't Peoples. That was 17 on the coverage out there.
Is that was
McKendall.
That's Little Peoples, ain't it?
Oh, yeah, it is. You're right. You're right. That is Isaac Peoples, not Isaiah.
Sir.
And he had great coverage on the play. His 2nd Gold Star play of the night. And that'll force a punt from Panther Creek. 5:46 to go. Clock stopped in the 3rd quarter. I tell you what, every year somebody on this defense kind of percolates to the surface.
Yep.
Maybe it is Isaac McKendall. I'm sorry. I'm so used to saying McKendall. Isaiah Peoples or Isaac Peoples. Now you got me all messed up now. And
other people's back.
And Isaiah going to field a punt. That doesn't happen very often in Lee County.
I can't tell you the last time. I can't tell you the last time.
About 10 on the return. I wasn't even ready for him to do it. Lee County, those return guys generally have the instructions: don't touch it. So 5:37 to go in the 3rd quarter. Lee County set up at their own 20. A really bad series. That's as bad a series as I can remember from Lee County this season. 2 sacks, and even with a 15-yard penalty thrown in the middle, they didn't get the first down. Brown to the 2nd level, and he'll have 10 on the carry, and that'll be a Lee County first down.
We haven't seen that big break from Brown yet this season outside of game 1. These last 2 games, definitely haven't seen that much. But man, it ain't stopping too much. He's sitting at 156 right now.
156 on 5 carries. That's not a bad average.
5?
15.
15. Okay.
You got me trying to do 3 things at one time. 2 is hard enough. All right. Martin drops, gets it out quick, and overthrows, looking for Butler, threw it behind him and high. Butler not able to bring it in. 2nd and 10. All right. I say all the time, B.J. Brown plays possum. But he's got a hitch in his giddy-up, and they've got tape over top of that right ankle. He's not at 100%. All right, somebody need clarification on the play call. Still plenty of time on a play clock. Hate to have to burn a timeout here. Now they're inside 10 and still trying to figure it out. Brown finally gets it straight. Martin from the gun. Hands to Brown. Whoa, he spins out, spins again, and is taken down to the backfield. And whatever they thought the play call was, maybe want to go a different way. Brown with his second negative play of the game.
Strong defensive
3rd and 12 coming up. And I tell you what, we talk about Lee County making adjustments on defense and playing great in the second half. Catamount's playing lights out so far on defense here through this second series of the half. Martin looking down the field, swings it out late to Brown. Brown going to have to do a lot of work. Cuts it back inside. I don't believe he picked that up. I don't believe he picked that up, Jerry.
We know he can do it. We know he can do it, man.
That 16-yard reception, the 17-yard reception there was straight magic. If you're playing Madden, you ain't even got button combinations to do what just happened.
What I say last
17 on the reception for Brown, and that was spectacular.
Give me the ball. Give me the ball. There he is again.
Martin to Brown. Brown, it's got to be a hopeless feeling trying to tackle him in the open field. He's going to get 4 on the reception, and this is getting chippier and chippier as we go along.
Oh, yeah.
Brown now with 2 receptions for 21 yards. Martin over 100 yards, now has 119 on 6 of 10. Has that pick in there as well. A touchdown and an interception. All right, 2nd and 4. And this is what Lee County needs to stay ahead of the sticks. They got to have positive plays on first down. Going to fakes to Drake Brown, and now swings it out there, and that will be caught by McCrimmon, who gave up a yard and will leave him short of the sticks. They're going to mark that at the 46, 2 yards short. All right, Drake Brown.
Oh, he's
big carry. Look at the big man. Lumbering. He'll have 9 on the carry, and that's a Lee County first down.
He's wearing the number 22. Used to be wearing by JoJo. Who's not? Yeah, man.
A big cheer from the crowd there, man, on the first down run.
JoJo now at Mars Hill University playing football at the next level.
All right, Brown back in there at tailback. He doesn't let them he doesn't let them rest him long. All right, Martin pitches. We can see that
space.
There's
space.
There goes Brown. He's down to the 10-yard line. There's a flag in the backfield.
There it is again.
And you're going to wipe off 21 more yards. That's all coming back.
Killer, man. That's killer.
It really is tough. 3:23 to go, and instead of being set up 1st and goal, Lee County backed up.
That is
they
a
mark
killer.
it from the spot. It'll be 1st and 14. That one stings. And we're seeing that toss sweep. Of course, that's the toss sweep that led 4,000 yards from A.J. Boulware in 2 years. That was the – how many times have we seen that play run?
Man.
200 or 300?
Man,
easily.
Easy. That and that bubble screen.
Yeah. And I used to mess with A.J. and tell him that those ought to be passing yards. Falls out again.
Boy.
B.J. falls on it. But that'll be a loss of 3 on the play. Now 2nd and long.
These penalties, Lee County and the penalties right now.
Well, they undid them last week at Southeast, and have definitely played a factor tonight. Started at the opening gun. Yeah. The kickoff was recovered, the onside kick, and they got the offsides, and it's been downhill from there. All right, 2nd and 16. Yeah, we'll call it 2nd and 16. Martin fakes to Brown, looking, got nothing. Now he pulls it, going to run, and going to be knocked out of bounds after a gain of 3. Good job to pull it down there, but in that down and distance, Catamounts will gladly give you 3 yards.
Definitely 4-down territory for Lee County.
One would think, but you got to get positive yardage here. That's the key. And, you know, if I'm the Catamounts, I might just sell out on B.J. Brown and assume they're going to run it up the middle. It opens the door, but from a tendency standpoint, more often than not, we've seen Brown get the ball here, and they, you know, ask him to make some magic happen. All right, screen coming. There's Peoples. Got work to do. Peoples pushing the pile. That's what you need.
Yes, sir.
All right, needed 14, gets.
It almost seemed like that bubble screen works better to the slot receiver out than going all the way.
I have no idea why anybody throws it wide.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's such a long throw. Oh, and there's a false start.
It got to be off of. It looks like 9 jumped a little early.
Went from 4th and 4
There's
to
a
4th and 9. That's a killer.
Penalty. Penalties. As we speak again, penalties.
All right. Now you got to think the ball's going in the air. Where's number 1? Up at the high side, far side of the screen, number 1, Jaden Hill. Looking the other way, got McCrimmon, got him, and Crimmon puts it on the ground. Oh, my goodness. Not a great throw from Martin, but if you're Zayden McCrimmon, you certainly think you should have had that one, and that would have been right at the sticks for the first down. Instead, it's an incompletion, and the Catamounts get the ball back.
Chris, I'll tell you what, man. I would love to see Kamari Butler find a way to get in this offense. Find a way.
Well, if I might be so bold, it would probably start with blocking in the run game.
Yeah, I agree. I can't dispute that.
I'm getting old and
I can't dispute it.
More unfiltered. All right. Pre-snap whistle. They're going to delay a game. Goodness. 106 coming off of a turnover. Catamounts shoot themselves in the foot. No, you got to play all the phases. And, I mean, we know what this offense is going to be. It's a run-first offense. All right, everybody on that offensive side of the ball has to be pulling in that direction. And if you're not going to stay on the field. Luton with the carry drag down.
Yeah. Ronnie Hooker.
Look.
Ronnie Hooker.
Speaking of things you got to do, you got to quit trying to run laterally against
Ronnie
the defense.
Hooker.
A loss of 5 as Hooker blows that up. And Luton now, 13 carries for 4 yards. I feel kind of bad. All right, 2nd and 18, 2nd and 19 coming here. You know, if you're going to run as an afterthought, run something directly at the line of scrimmage so you can't lose 5 yards. That's happening way too often. Best gets held. That's not called. That ball's down the middle and caught. And Turner, who has made a couple of big plays in his, I don't know, the lead official, the referee was right there and saw Julian Best get body slammed. Best is looking over at the official like, what? But clock is stopped, set the chains 23. Hey. There is no chance Catamounts are going to run a play here. That'll take us to double zeros. And the end of the third quarter, Lee County going to have to get that offense untracked and stop with the penalties. Got to clean it up. We say it all the time.
Yes, sir.
You can't beat good teams if you're not playing clean football. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. Catamounts of Panther Creek up 16-14 on the road here at Lee County. We'll see you on the other side.
WilkinsonCars.com. Come visit us at our new location in Sanford. With the same great staff and the same great service. Test drive one of our many different vehicles. Check out our state-of-the-art service department and collision center, where our team can have you back on the road in no time. We're right across from Walmart at 3335 North Carolina 87 South. Schedule your appointment online at wilkinsoncars.com or call us at 919-842-3322. We guarantee we're the place to be at Wilkinson Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
All right, Catamounts, Lee County had them backed up. They find a way to convert. So 1st and 10, Panther Creek going the other direction now in the road whites. Will Clancy, quarterbacks, had a great night. Hooker putting pressure. Now the screen comes late to Castellon, who's wrapped up and dropped. He'll pick up 2 on the play.
All right, I'm back, Chris.
Man.
Got a little extra info.
Got to get you a watch.
Got a little extra info.
Yeah, you've been telling me that Scotland was up
on
Jack Britt all
night.
And
it's 27-27. Yeah. Fairmont loses to Southern Lee 38-12. Myers Park 47, Richmond 14.
Wow.
Pinecrest 35-3 over New Hanover.
Hold on, I need you to stop for a second.
Uh-huh.
So we heard last year that Richmond, had never. Oh my goodness.
Started off 0-3.
They'd been, how many every year since they started 0-3, and then they won a state championship.
Yeah.
They turned it around with the playoffs and still didn't have a great year.
They're back again.
I can't even imagine when the last time they started 0-4
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
I've got some folks I know that are deep
Well, I'll tell you what.
Richmond fans, and I need to know from one of them
what's going on.
When the last time.
38-0, 71st over Hoke in the final. And now Jack Britt, 34. Scotland 34, Jack Britt 27.
That ball comes out late. Castellon
over the middle.
Killing them, and he's
and
going to the
there's
house.
Another touchdown. Oh, no, there's Peoples.
Peoples walks it down.
Wow. They got to fix that middle of the field, man.
On the completion to Castellon.
They got to find a solution for the middle of the field.
5 yards for 141 now for Castellon, and they're not doing anything cute, but they're eating him up in the middle.
Yes, sir.
That ball comes out quick, almost batted down by a defender, but Amari Thompson hauls it in, and he'll have 7 on the catch.
There's Peoples with a cramp. He's cramping.
Well, after the way he walked that down, he's allowed to cramp.
Well, that's Isaiah. So that's the other brother. That's the older brother there laying on the sideline.
I'm so confused. There's McKindles and Peoples all over the field.
Yeah, it's all over the field. I'll tell you, I went over there and to, our fellow announcers. And Lee County, 90 yards of penalties right now.
Jeez.
Killer, man. It's a killer.
Well, and to give perspective, Lee County's only got about 280 yards of offense, probably not quite that, 275 on offense, and 90 yards in penalties against them. That's tough to overcome, man. You're playing good football teams.
Oh, yeah.
It will get you. We saw it last week, and, maybe in the middle of seeing it again. 10:40 to go. A lot of football to play here yet. But the offense, for the first time this year, is sputtering.
Yeah. Agree.
And it hasn't helped that B.J. Brown has been in and out of the game, been nicked up a little bit. But somebody else has got to step up. Jaden Hill doing his part.
Well, they're missing Raymond Brown, the other outside receiver.
Raymond Knotts.
Yeah.
Well, Knotts is out there, but you've got some talented young men out there.
I agree. It's always next man up.
It is.
Always got to be next man up.
All right, 2nd and 3, 10:41 to go. Lee County really doesn't want to give up a touchdown here. They need to keep Jack Britt. Panther Creek out of the end zone. Set up at the 15-yard line. Hand this to Luton. Luton going to be dragged down. Nice open field tackle there. Ronnie Hooker on the stop. All right, 3rd and 3. Clock will be inside 10 minutes when the ball snapped. Fakes to Luton, now throws it short, and that's on the ground. And now Panther Creek with a decision to make. Well within McGee's range here, and they're not taking any time. They're sending the field goal. Whoa, wait a minute.
You got some movement.
Nope, there they go. They're going to send the field goal squad out here. This will be from the 15, a 32, 33-yard attempt. Watching McGee in pregame shouldn't be any issue. They don't have McGee out there. They've got the long kicker. I'm a little surprised by that. So on for the attempt is number 82, who missed wide left earlier. That kick is down. It's up. Wide left again, or is it good?
No, that's good.
No, wide left.
No, wide left? Wow.
Wide left.
Hey.
From the left hash mark, he never got it through there, and Brendan Whitaker now 0 for 2. And I'm here to tell Jerry, I'm going to tell you right now, McGee was automatic in pregame.
He's got to
be 40
upset.
and 45, no problem.
It may be something wrong.
It could be.
Could be.
Could be. You know, Southeast last week played without a quick kicker. Their kicker was in a boot last week. All right, Lee County gets a break. 10:05 to go. They'll be set up at the 20. 1st and 10. A good sustained drive here. And I got to be honest with you, if they don't if they can score and not give up a short field, I like their chances.
They will be okay.
All right. Martin from the gun. B.J. Brown in there at tailback. He hands to Brown. Brown to the second level. He'll have 5 on the first down carry. This is where Lee County should just put their foot on the defense's neck.
Agreed.
And not take any negative plays. If you can stay away from penalties and negative plays, you're going to get 5 or 6 yards a pop in this offense. All right, Martin. Hands to Brown. Brown to the second level again. He's got the first down. He'll have 7 on the carry, and that's a Shed Depot first down. 19 carries, 163 yards now for Mr. Brown.
He's getting right at his average.
He is.
Right now averaging 166 per game, 498 total with 7 touchdowns, not counting this game.
Well, and when you can, you're averaging 6 or 7 yards. When you can get those on first
what
down,
a spin.
look at that spin.
What
Goodness
a spin.
gracious. Needed 9. Now, you got, again, they're disagreeing. The far side official is waving them ahead. The near side said, no, sir. That's
First
a
down.
yard short. And he's going to defer because they're already moving the chains. I think that was a very, very nice spot for Lee County there. Yeah. They'll take it. And that's a gain of 11 by the time they get done with it for Brown. Now 174 yards on the ground. Fakes to Brown, looking for the screens. Got Hill. Got work to do. Brings it back. Gave up a lot of ground. Now he's got to get outside and just gets back past the line of scrimmage. Have a gain of 2 on the play. But Jerry, 2nd and 8. And in fact, they give him 3 yards on the catch. At 2nd and 3. Now, you can't give up that much ground when you catch the football, but that's something they can work on. But 3 yards on the catch, you'll take that.
Brown on the carry.
Brown to the second level, making people miss.
Yes, sir.
And he'll be dragged down. He'll have 13 on the carry. And that's what I'm saying. You don't need to get 7 or 8 out of that bubble screen to start. You just can't take a negative play.
Yeah.
You can't let the ball on the ground. But to your point, if you and I ran an offense,
I'm running it from the slide.
But exactly, 100% every time. And if you're running it to the wide side, running it to the wide side, that's a long throw and it takes a long time. Drake Brown going to get 1 yard on the carry.
It's a good fall forward. Broke up by Trajan Odom.
There's a lineman down for Lee County. So we'll take a break while
also
they tend
Jaden
to
Hill down. And there's cramps.
There definitely is cramps on the near side here, but Cameron Petty is down for Lee County. While he's attended to, we'll take a break. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week.
Are you ready to sell your home and don't know which realtor to choose? Well, not all realtors are the same. I'm Crystal Copas, and I don't just stick a sign in the yard, throw it in the MLS, and hope to collect a commission. I provide a customized marketing plan that includes professional staging, photography, videography, and drone at no cost to you. Contact me, Crystal Copas, with RE/MAX Real Estate Service, and let's get your house sold. 919-356-5402 or visit me at crystalcopas.com.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet.
Brown to the outside. Now he cuts it back up inside, and he's hurt. He goes down. There's no contact, and that's the one that scare you. Hopefully it is a cramp, and this whole Lee County team's suffering from cramps right now. 6 yards on the carry, and there's a hush across Paul B. Gay Stadium right now.
He made that cut and went down. And I am praying that it is a cramp.
All right, the training staff out there. And while they tend to the injured jacket, we will take a quick break. You're watching the NFHS Game of the Week.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. My name is Rich Trockton, and we are First Bank.
Welcome back to Lee County. B.J. Brown on his 22nd carry of the night, 194 yards and a touchdown. Gone down, and appears to be something going on with the ankle. Can only hope that it's not serious. This Lee County team very, very reliant on that young man for the last couple of years, and in particular this year.
He got to walk it off by himself.
He's shaking it off now, and went from no weight on that to walking on his own.
I tell you, Lee County backs over the last few years, you can go back to AJ. Ankle injuries is what sidelined AJ as well. B.J. Brown as well last year.
All right, Drake Brown, and I'm a little surprised because coming into the season, Drake Brown wasn't on anybody's bingo card. Oh, there comes a flag, and Lee County going to get a free one off sides by the Catamounts. And I tell you what, that's a great time to get that. Big play in the ballgame there, that third three.
And BJ's back up. Man, he's not going to let it go.
Well, he's over there trying to get loose. They didn't cut the shoe off, which is always a good sign. All right, Martin in there, quarterback. Brown at tailback. He gets out to the right side. Look at that.
Hey, look at there's a flag.
Man, oh, man, oh, man.
I tell you, man, these flags, holding, there it is.
20.
That puts him over 100 yards. Penalties.
When as opportune a time as it was for that offsides call to grant the first down, this is a bad one. You're missing your home run hitter at tailback. Now you're backed up, and you got to think the ball's got to go into the air. All right, Coach Bordeaux signals play in. Clock winds at 7:10. Not do or die for Lee County, but they're running out of possessions. Martin drops, looking, nowhere to go. Now he's going to run, pulls it, throws it, got a man if he can get it there, and that is caught, and that is a touchdown. I don't believe
a play,
what
Jack
I just saw.
Martin.
What a play.
What a play, Jack Martin.
Sam Benton gets behind the defense. They lost track of him, and that ball seemed like it took forever to get there.
It definitely did.
Samuel Benton gets his first touchdown of his career.
Yes, sir.
And, man, what a time to get it. He's another program guy. Been here forever.
Been here forever.
Wow. I'm going to tell you what. Watching him at practice and in the pregames, some of these folks are kids. Mm-hmm. He got a grown man's body. Mm-hmm. That's a big, stout, well-put-together young dude.
I haven't seen him up close.
He is a stocky kid.
He reminds me a little like Jackson Lamb a little bit.
I was just about to say, the best Lee County teams have had a lot of talent, and look at Eric.
And there's two.
McKendall
yes, sir.
checks in. And I guess what I was saying about the tailback situation is I expected McKendall to be the next guy up.
I did. With
a very similar running style to B.J. Brown. Instead, Drake Brown, the thumper, is getting that call as the RB2. But Samuel Benton is he's a well put together kid. He's not a kid you want to fool with. But maybe he's the type heady guy that's in the program that comes along. We've seen it on the best of those Lee County teams. They've had those guys that just find ways to make plays.
Oh, yeah.
And how nerve-wracking does it have to be to watch that ball flutter to you like that?
It's the worst. Touchdown. It's the worst. It is the worst when you're wide open.
I was so excited. I don't even know how far the pass was. 35 yards?
35 yards.
35 yards. Jack Martin and Samuel Benton pull a rabbit out of a hat. Martin now 8 of 15 for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. And now the defense. Do your job.
That's it.
Do your job.
That's it. Great play, Jack Martin. One more time for Jack Martin on that play.
Yeah, I thought he was going to tuck it and run it.
I did.
He kept those eyes down the field.
Knowing where the line of scrimmage is.
And I believe, you know, we didn't see the entire St. Paul's game. We weren't there for the coverage there. But in the 3 games we've done, that's the first time that we've seen him keep a play alive and get the ball down the field.
Yes.
And if he can start to do that, you know, Coach Bordeaux tells me Martin's athleticism is underrated.
Yeah.
You know, Mark Schlesinger last year, you know, a heck of an athlete back there at the quarterback position.
Yeah.
People in the program say Martin is faster in a straight line than Schlesinger, and that's saying something because Schlesinger could run.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, you know, I gotta give it up for my man. Colin Johnson was if we have to go, you know, Chris, Colin Johnson was a grown man back there at quarterback. Now I'm telling you.
All right, 6:53 to go. Lee County nursing a 22-16 lead. Hernandez kicks it high and short. This is Turner on the return. He's looking dangerous, and he gets it out there to the sideline and not going to be dragged down until he's almost to midfield. They're going to put him out at about the 44. And I don't know if this was, you know, not great scouting or what, but we knew the kick return game for Panther Creek was a strength of the team, and all night we've seen him kick it down there into the teeth. At the same time, you know, they respect that Panther offense and haven't wanted to, you know, play around with the onside attempts. And thankfully for the Jackets, there hadn't been one go to the house, but great field position all night for the Catamounts. All right, Will Clancy having a great night statistically. We'll look to keep it going. He's got Thompson over there again, I believe.
Great play by Isaiah Peoples.
Nope, that's number 3 on that reception, and that is Deion Jacobs. He'll have 3 yards on the reception, his first catch of the night.
So, granted, this is the most passing that Lee County has seen.
By far.
By far.
By far. And maybe the most passing they're going to see.
Yeah.
All right, Luton with the carry. He gets away from the first man, and a big hit there at the end of that play, but not before he has 5 yards on the carry, setting up 3rd and 2.
I'm looking at the body language of Hooker. It seems he's a little off balance tonight a little bit. A little winded.
Well, he's got to be out of gas. You know, he's been chasing the quarterback all night.
Yeah.
And it's a big play. Oh!
Big play.
Look at that.
Look at Peoples.
Peoples.
Look at Peoples. Oh.
Welcome to the party.
Oh, man. I love it, Chris. I love it,
This
man.
is like his quinceañera.
Yes, it is.
He comes up and makes
Look
the
at it.
stick.
Hey, him and Isaiah are two of the smallest people on the field. But big play right there. Big play. And he makes that play on Marion Turner, who's 5'10", 180. And we're looking at Peoples. He got to be maybe 5'6".
All right, huge play. 4th and 4. Clancy drops. Looking down the field. Doesn't have anything in the middle, and that's overthrown. Knocked down by
no flags.
Isaiah
Yes,
Peoples.
sir.
That's what I was looking. No flags. 4:48. Lee County got the ball going the other way.
He knocks down the play, and he cramps up.
Man, I don't know who's on duty with the pickle juice there for
What?
Lee County. But you know what? People said, y'all ain't carrying me off. All right, 4:48 to go, Lee County.
Get
Look who's back on the field, Jerry.
Oh, yeah, he's not. He can't sit down.
DJ Brown on one leg out there.
I love the heart of this team right now. This tough game, they are showing some heart. They're showing some jacket pride that we have not yet seen.
All right, still work to do. Nearly 5 minutes to burn off this clock. Up 6. You got to think if Lee County can get points here, they're in good shape. Brown on one leg is going to pick up 5. That puts him right on the cusp of 200 yards.
He's going to get there.
23 for 199. You did predict.
I predicted 200 tonight.
Predicted 200, and I told you, how did Lee Corso say it? Not so
Yeah.
fast, my friend.
Yeah. Lee Corso with the big pick last week with Carolina over South Carolina. What about the ACC, Chris?
Man, what about the ACC?
What about the ACC?
Duke.
What?
On national TV,
What?
man, by 3 touchdowns, they knock off Clemson, and it couldn't happen to a nicer guy than Dabo Swinney.
Yeah, man.
I'm so tired of him. All right, Brown with the carry. There he goes. He's got the first down, and he'll scoot out of bounds after a pickup of 12.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Brown. He's trying to come out. He told they're making him come out. He do not want to come out this game. Chris, I told you before the game, all I have to do is tell him. And I literally
You're taking credit for this?
No,
You're taking credit for this, Jerry? Is that what's going on here, buddy?
All I had to do was tell him. That's it.
All right, Terrence McKinley at tailback. And he's got, oh, wow, he got swallowed up. Knocked backwards, his first carry of the game. Ooh. And he's going to lose 4. And I tell you what, Catamount said, I don't know how y'all going to beat us, but it's not going to be with that belly run again. Wow.
Hill and Brown switching helmets out there.
All right, Drake Brown back in the game. Clock running at 3:25. There's a snap. Brown runs into his blocker, and it'll be dragged down after a gain of 3. 3rd and 11 coming up. You know what? I'll put BJ back in there.
He's back in there right now.
I'll put him in there and throw the ball on this play.
He's in there right now.
I'll play action into the belly and hit that doggone slot screen.
That slant.
Well, slant would be
Jaden
nice.
Hill slant right behind those linebackers.
All right, big play. 2:48 to go, clock running. Fakes to Brown, just like I said he would. Now he's going to be swallowed up.
Jack. had Brown in the flats.
Well, he also had Jaden Hill down the seam, but I don't think either one of those guys know that defensive line made a statement play.
Yeah, definitely did. They blew that offensive line up.
They did, and that is, I think, what some folks expected coming into this game.
Yeah.
Is that the Catamounts could do some damage in the middle of that line, and that time, I don't know what the coaches said over on the sideline, but they'd like to bottle that up. Jaden Hill ran past his defender in the on the right side. There was a man open in the flat, but that pressure was up the middle and immediate. And, you know, everybody talks about the edge rushers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, those are the guys, Nick Bosa getting a gazillion dollars in his new deal. But, man, if you can create pressure up the middle, shoot.
You got something.
All right, Lee County now backed up. First operation here, don't get this punt blocked. And given the success the Catamounts have had in the return game, I'm probably kicking that thing straight out of bounds to the near side.
Yep. I might run and kick it out of bounds.
Now they're going. All right, they're setting up a return. It looked for a minute like they were running their base defense out there. 4th and 21. I don't think there's any chance of a fake coming here. Oh, and there's a false start here on the edge. Brown fell back in his stance. And that backs him up even farther. 2.5 to go. Lee County just has to run this clock out and get out of here. And, you know, the Catamounts, very methodical. They don't run their offense with much urgency. They throw the ball short. But they have made a couple of huge plays in the passing game down the middle. That's nice Hernandez's best punt yet. Going to be returned. Here comes Turner. Lee County doing a great job of stretching that thing out. And they're going to force Turner out of bounds after a return of about 10. 2:20 to go. And the Catamounts going to have to go 72 yards to win this ball game. Lee County got to have one defensive stand here. Panther Creek with 2 timeouts left. Will Clancy, senior quarterback, had a sensational first half. Not much in the second half. In the second half, 7 of 9, but only for about 45 yards. And there's a pre-snap whistle, false start. That'll back Catamounts up. And given the chunks, the little chunks that they get first downs in, that 5 yards could be a big deal. All right. 22-16. Lee County looking to move to 3-1. The Catamounts of Panther Creek looking to avoid an 0-3 start. Clancy from the gun. Now he's rolling to his right. And got a little bit of space. He'll get back the penalty yardage plus a couple. 7 on the carry.
Gets out of bounds and stops the clock.
You know, here's something for you. This entire game, 19 rushes for the Catamounts. Spread between 2 guys. Luton has 14 carries from the tailback spot. Clancy, including his sacks, has 5 carries. Clancy now has outgained, including the sack yardage, the running backs in this game for the Catamounts.
Well, we knew.
10 total yards rushing for Panther Creek so far.
On how many carries?
19.
Wow. 0.9?
A
little less than that.
Yeah.
A little less than that.
Oh, gets out.
That's it. That should do it. That should seal it right there.
That was the worst throw of the night from Will Clancy, and he chose the worst time possible to do it.
And there's a flag.
Overthrew everybody. It looked like the defender there, Cedric Lett, the junior cornerback who was in there playing deep, playing really at safety there.
Well,
and he comes up, gets his hands on it.
And look like they're going to call this back.
No.
We got 2 flags down on the play.
Not.
Definitely got 2 flags down. Oh, no.
No. All right. So they're going to get a hold and then a call over on the sideline. Lee County obviously will decline. No, an ineligible man downfield. They'll decline that. And then I think there is a personal foul at the end, and there is. So that'll tack on 15. So instead of being set up at the 32, Lee County get the ball back. Where are they at? They're going to add the penalty yardage to the end of the run. So instead of 32, they should be down at 17 with 2:03 to go. Panther Creek, 2 timeouts left. So it's not over. But if the Jackets can get a first down here, you would think they're going to get a W here.
They're going to put the ball in Brown's hand. They're going to put it in his hand.
And I'm going to tell you what. B.J. Brown doesn't even he doesn't even deserve to be called B.J. anymore. You just have to call him Brandon. Call him by his given name.
Bradley.
I'm sorry.
Bradley Brown Jr.
Bradley
yes,
Brown. Hey, man, I tell you what, B.J. Brown has done it tonight. Ball's
on the
up.
Hill?
Jaden Hill, fighting for it. No flag. Oh, yeah. Kind of didn't get oriented to that ball. If he'd have taken another couple strides, I think he would have been set up. But I don't.
I'm not mad at that play. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all, Chris.
I don't mind it a bit. I mean, one-on-one coverage, I'll take Jaden Hill versus just about anybody. All right, second down. If you're Panther Creek, it gives you a little bit of hope because the clock stopped. All right, there's the toss to Brown. Brown cutting it back up. Look at that.
Still
made
yards.
Something out of nothing, and he'll get 4 on the carry where there should have been none. 3rd and 6.
That was a good blocking
Clock
by there by
ticking.
79.
Panther Creek elected not to take the timeout here.
Great blocking by 79.
All right, Lee County going to milk this thing for all it's worth. 16 left on the play clock. They can get it down to about 110 before they snap the ball. Panther Creek, 2 timeouts left. Martin hands to Brown. Brown breaks it outside. Bulls over a man and forced out of bounds at the 8-yard line. That's a double-edged sword. He's close to the first down, but goes out of bounds, so the clock will stop with 1:08 to go. And 4th and 1 for Lee County.
Yeah, give Drake the ball.
Oh, they're going to wind the clock. They're going to say he was stopped before progress was stopped before he went out of bounds. Panther Creek probably not going to be real excited about that. They call a timeout. Timekeeper hadn't figured that out yet. They'll have to put some time back on the clock and run it back to about 1:06, I would imagine. And now 4th and 2. You know what? I'm going for it, Jerry.
I am too.
Too many bad things can happen on a field goal,
I'm
man.
telling you.
Too many bad things can happen on a field goal.
You get it blocked.
And when your best player on the other team is 6'4", 260.
Yes, sir.
Coming right up the gut, I'm not kicking this field goal. I'm going to leave the offense out there. If they don't get it, so be it. We'll play defense. You got 90 yards to go to score. If you can do that, more power to you. All that said, what do you think is about to happen on the field?
I'm giving the ball to Drake Brown and let him rumble and bumble. I wish they went on the center. We don't see that from Lee County. That would be the time right now.
Well, I was just going to say.
Right now.
I would love to see Drake Brown as the eye back in the eye, follow one of those linebackers into the hole.
Yes, definitely.
Offense is staying on the field, buddy.
Yep, Bradley Brown back in the game.
BJ's in there. 25 carries for 215 to this point. If he can get 1 carry for 3 yards here, the Jackets are going to pull out of a win. Here we go. Martin from the gun. Oh, he got him. He got him, the hard count.
That did it.
105, and that's your ball game, folks.
That'll do it.
Martin draws the defense off with the hard count. Half the distance is going to put that ball at the 4. They only needed 2 for the first down, and now with 105 to go, 1 timeout, I think you'll see a victory formation, sir. Nope, they're going to stay in the spread. All right, there's the hand. Brown
Oh, look at that.
And into the
look
end
at that
zone.
touchdown.
Oh, my goodness. That's fitting.
B.J. Brown.
Fitting.
You had to give it to him. He earned that one, baby. He earned that one.
26 carries, 219 yards, and 2 touchdowns for B.J. Brown. I don't have a single doubt in my mind as to who the First Bank player of the game is going to be this week,
Yes,
sir.
On a bad leg. On a bad leg. I like the heart I've seen Lee County play with down the stretch. I like that. It's the first I've seen. Oh.
Well,
going for 2.
You know, up 12.
Give it back to him again. Well, we're going down.
I don't know that I love that play call there.
Yeah, I figured he'd do something else. But.
All right, 59 seconds to go. Lee County up by 2 touchdowns. Nobody headed to the exit yet, Jerry.
No, the Catamounts bus has started.
Nobody is headed to the parking lot. What?
Well, shout out to the fans here at Lee County, sitting this one out, waiting it out for the final double zeros on the clock.
All right, Lee County, after a scare, goes into conference play 3-1. Realistically, I think there are 3 teams that have a shot to win this conference this year. Lee County's one of them. I would have to say, if I had to handicap it, Pinecrest is the clear number 1 with Scotland and Lee County trying to figure out who's number 2.
Yep.
But you got to play the ball games. And I think that Richmond, apparently being down the way they are, may even things out because I think all 3 of these teams are thinking, we can get Richmond this year. Richmond going to have something to say about that, though.
They better say a lot.
Hoke County, who's always up and down, seems to be down this year. You know, Southern and Union Pines always with a puncher's chance.
Hey, Southern coming in 3-1.
Southern's coming in 3-1, and that is awesome. And, of course, you know, they always get fired up to play Lee County, so that'll be a ball game. All right, Catamounts 1st and 10 would need a miracle. We almost saw one. Couple years
ago.
Who was this?
Last year.
Wasn't Southview. Who was it? South Granville. Isn't that who it was?
I think it was.
Down 4 touchdowns, almost messed around and
brought it back.
Whew. But I don't know that given this circumstance that.
And Scotland pulled out a tough one.
Woo.
40-35.
Wow.
Over Jack Britt.
All right, Turner with the reception. Looking to make something out of it. There he goes. Trying to split those tacklers. And Turner going to be dragged down. He'll have 33 on the reception.
Well.
All right, clock running again. They don't even stop to set the chains. Oof. If I'm on the Catamount sideline, I'm hot over that.
Yes,
that clock ran for 8 or 9 seconds before they got around to set the chains. Prince Lamison, tip drill. Nobody able to come up with it. That's incomplete.
Lamison with the pressure on Clancy.
29 seconds to go. Still one timeout in the pocket of the Panther Creek coaching staff. Pass in there. Man, oh man, what a throw.
Down to the 1. Clock still running. Well, no, stop.
18 yards on the reception. That was Castellanos again.
Clock's going.
Home cooking with the scorekeeper.
Oh, and that'll do it. That'll do it right there. Blowed up.
They get a timeout.
Oh, they got a okay. They got a timeout.
Luton loses 5 on the carry. 15 carries, Jerry. -1 yard. I've never seen anything like it.
I've never seen.
And this is not one game. This has been all season.
All
this has been the running game.
All season. They're now. They're still at no positive yards.
Oh,
rushing
buddy, they're 5 yards
season.
rushing today, and that means they're -11 for the year.
-11 for
3 games.
3 games.
Going into conference play.
I don't know what
going into conference play where they're going to play teams as tough as anybody they've played so far.
Man.
It's wild.
I don't know what to say about that. They're averaging around 16 points.
And listen, this is no knock on Luton. We've seen Luton Athletic. He's a talented young man.
Yes, very.
There's a reason he's the RB1. You got to do something schematically with that, man. All right. 11 seconds to go. No timeouts left for Panther Creek, who needs 2 touchdowns. They're on the doorstep. Ball just outside the 5-yard line. Lee County, one more play on defense, and they can go get some food with me.
Oh, Chris, you paying for dinner tonight?
No. And that's big.
That's big.
It's going the other way.
That's to the house. That is to the house.
He's cramping.
Is that Ronnie?
Get there.
Is that Ronnie Hooker?
No, it's not. It's Battle. And Battle's going to go 98 yards on the pick 6 at the gun.
Woo, buddy.
34-16 Lee County.
Play.
And he was out of gas on the other side of the 50 at about the 35.
Sir.
He gutted it out. Battle led the team in picks last year.
What about that? That will be on Max Preps this week.
As well it should be.
One of the longest plays. That's definitely
look at the replay. He might have gone 100.
Play of the game. Overall play of the game.
Anthony Battle puts a bow on this one. They won't kick the extra point. So what appears to be a 3-touchdown win for Lee County.
Oh, come on. That's all right, buddy. A beaten down jacket squad. I tell you, man.
Pressure in the face of Clancy.
Yes, sir.
Made that one. All right. We'll take a quick break. Your final. 34-16 Lee County over Panther Creek in a game that was really tight all night. Lee County scores twice in the last couple of minutes, and 3 times really in the last few minutes. They were down 2 with about 5 minutes to go. They score 3 unanswered touchdowns, get out of there with an impressive victory, a gutty victory. And we'll be back to recap here in just a moment.
Yes, sir.
90 years ago, First Bank was founded. You know First Bank, the one where you are greeted by name, the one dedicated to the community, and the one born in the heart of the Carolinas.
We help our customers to realize their dreams by providing financial solutions and building trusted relationships. My name is Rich Trogdon, and we are First Bank.
First Bank presents the post-game show on the NFHS Network. Brought to you by New Image Media.
Man, what a game. What a game. I got to give a big shout out to the Yellow Jackets tonight, showing their will. Definitely put on for the city tonight. Big games by B.J. Brown, over 200-plus yards, 2 touchdowns, and what a closing play by Anthony Battle, who last year led the team in interception with a big interception at the end of the night to close the game out. 98 yards on the pick 6 to close the game out as time expires. Tell you what, Panther Creek came in with a plan. They ran the plan. Lee County went into halftime, made adjustments, came out and did a great job on both sides of the ball somewhat in the fourth quarter. B.J. Brown on a bad leg. What a game, man.
Man, I'm at a loss for words, and I'm not at a loss very often.
Yeah.
B.J. Brown, this will be the game that we remember. That'll be the performance. But a lot of great performances all around. Jaden Hill, 4 catches for 96 yards and a touchdown. The big 51-yard touchdown catch kind of came out of nowhere, saved the momentum in this game. B.J. Brown, 26 carries, 219 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And when this team needed a boost, he gave it. That's your Wes Unseld moment.
Chris, there were questions at the beginning of the season, his commitment to this team. If you have a question now,
look,
if he's committed, to this team, you didn't watch this game.
Well, and I'm going to tell you this. I am sure that somewhere on that sideline there are some players looking like, he may not have been here as much during the summer, whatever the case. They're in the question mark 11 now, not after what we just saw.
Not a question.
26 for 219, 2 touchdowns, bailed this team out. Jack Martin, a good night.
Yes,
10
sir.
of 15, 170 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. On the other side of the ball, that Panther Creek offense got loose. Will Clancy, senior quarterback, who we hadn't seen on tape go the whole way. They had been rotating quarterbacks in. Clancy played every snap at quarterback. 21 to 29, 280 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs. Exposed that Lee County defense in a way we haven't ever seen. Down the middle of
the field.
They're gonna have something to work on there. In the run game, Panther Creek did nothing. Lee County stuffed everything that was coming at them.
Agreed.
Do need to give a shout out to Sergio Castellone. 6 catches, 160 yards, 2 touchdowns. Man, you subtract him from that offense. Woo-wee.
What a game.
I mean, he had a heck of a game. And Panther Creek, people are going to see this score around the region. They'll be like, Lee County got right. Look, Lee County was in trouble.
Yes, agreed.
Lee County was in trouble halfway through the fourth quarter. The offense wasn't doing a thing. Sam Benton with the gigantic touchdown reception.
Huge.
Turned this game around. I can't wait to talk to him about it. But, Jerry, I had nothing, man.
I'll tell you what, man, with Nair Means coming out, and what was his name? What was the kid name from Panther Creek? Sergio Castellon. He stepped in.
Yeah.
Next man up, because he wasn't on the list of high-rated receivers for Panther Creek.
We had 3 Panther Creek receivers come in with more than 100 yards this season.
Yes.
Castellon not even on that list, and he came out and showed out. He and Turner had great nights. I mean, they were getting contributions all over the place in the passing game, but in the end, this Lee County offense did just enough to get the momentum going, and then it's capped off by the great pick 6 by Anthony Battle, and I really thought he was going to walk down at some point there. He managed to gut it out. He's going to be hurting tomorrow.
He's on a spare. He's on a spare right
Great
now.
game. Great ball game. We appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Those of you that made it all the way to the end, give yourself a gold star. We'll see y'all next week. Where are we at next week?
I don't know. I know we play Union Pines, so we should be home.
Sure. I'm going to be wherever they tell me to be.
I'm guessing. That's where I'm going to be at.
Jerry,
I'll be here, man. This was a good one.
Yes, sir. I'm Chris. This is Jerry. This has been the NFHS Game of the Week. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sticking through the post-game show. We will see y'all soon. Peace.
At the Shed Depot of North Carolina, we believe there's a better way to buy a shed, where all the selection, all the quality, and all the service are in one convenient location to make your buying experience easy. Our 3-acre sales center has over 60 sheds in stock, and if you don't see what you need, our sales experts can guide you through the custom design process to meet your unique needs. Get started today at ShedDepotNC.com.
La la